join, I suppose. All right. Oh, hey Quill. Hi. Seems my chat window's a bit slow. Very slow. Doing alright. Just another work day. That's like 10 seconds delayed for me. That's interesting. Often hiccups, same time. Not great.
Drink water.
I will. Jesse's just doing some setting up of advertising that we're live. We'll be ready shortly. Hopefully we can finish this damn game today. My chat window is really busted. I think Quill wrote something, but it's not showing up at all.
Community stream went well yesterday. Thanks again for letting us. That's okay.
That's great.
Glad you're having fun.
For some reason that message just didn't show up at all on mine. Bizarre. There it is. Skiff, get water. Oh my god, I get it now. Can someone just like write a random message real quick? Yeah. It doesn't show me the latest message
Until the next message.
until the next message is sent, and then that message is stuck in purgatory.
That's weird.
That is so weird.
That seems like a bug with this window specifically.
Yeah. Well, not to worry. My chat screen, I'm not gonna look at it because I'll be playing.
And you might be able to
looking at the chat.
refresh it within this window.
Yeah. Where do I click?
I don't know. I have to look for it.
Just tell me where to click.
I don't know where it is, but sometimes there's like a refresh this. Oh! Boyvine blogger in the chat.
Hello.
Let's try this.
Get chat.
Oh wait, is that like a mod?
I think it is. You just deleted everything over there.
Yeah. It's okay. I just wanted to make sure that maybe it would... Do you need to like take a little break and have a...
I'm okay,
have
I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
You could have a... What's it called? Pentiment puff? Whatever?
Nah, it's not, it's fine. I
Oh,
just
did
watched
that
Monkey
work?
Man with my boyfriend. It's so good.
Oh, is it?
Well, did you clear it again?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, no, it's the same. It's the same. But as
We-
long as
we
it's good
heard
on
about
yours,
it.
then it's fine.
We heard about it, so we have it on our list to watch.
Well, if it's good.
So good, so tense. Is it like John Wick? That's
if
the only movie I've ever seen.
All right. You still setting up?
No, I think we're good. It's kind of John Wick. Thing is, we saw the movie.
Actually, I know what I need. I'll be right back.
We saw the movie The Beekeeper.
Oh, it's so shit.
And it felt like it felt like it wanted to be John Wick, but it was very bad. So if there's like, and then we watched all of John Wick because we wanted to watch that. Like, we wanted to watch a movie that was kind of like what The Beekeeper was going for, but good. And I would say John Wick is pretty fucking good for like an action movie without much to say. And then I heard a lot of people rave about Monkey Man, saying it's kind of like John Wick and it's really good. So I'm like, oh, what's The Beekeeper? It's it's a guy who's like an ex-assassin who's now a beekeeper, and one of the people that he cares a lot about dies in the first act, and so he has to avenge. Well, he wants to take revenge on the people who did this to her, and then he does this, and he's very epic. Nothing can stop him. He doesn't get a single scratch on him the entire time, and he makes bee puns the whole way through. No, he's not avenging his bees. It's like my favorite John Wick is Gunpowder Milkshake. I'll have to look at that as well. It's a really dramatic setup. I would say it's a I would say the writer's room went and said like, think of the worst, most saddest, most innocent person and how they would die. Like, think of like the worst case scenario death. And like the most evil, like uncaring bad guys. And now use that as the plot. The plot driver.
What, Beekeeper?
Yeah. I don't want to say what it is because I think it's like
it's just
like
bad.
Quite shocking how horrible the trigger for him is, and then he just is epic.
They find like, okay, who's like the most hateable people we can think of?
Yeah.
And then they somehow manage to make the movie so offensively simplistic of them that even it feels inappropriate to hate them at this to this degree. It's so weird.
They also, in the first act, they basically invented the most like wholesome grandmother
most pure person you can think of
to get killed. Like the person in like the most like it starts off like that, and it's like, okay, I understand your premise. That sucks. I wonder what he's gonna do about it. And then he is just epic. He does not a single blow lands on this guy.
But also, I don't even think that's the biggest crime of this movie. It's that it's all of that on top of having that like American conservative undertone to it of like, I'm a man that gets things done.
Yeah,
I don't need any regulations.
Me when I'm epic. Yeah. Have we tried launching the game yet?
I hate paying taxes.
Because we need to see if it has a loading bar again.
Oh, right. Yeah. Good point. I'll do that now.
I'll switch us in.
You think we're gonna finish the game today?
I have a line on me.
You got a line on you. Who put that there?
I don't know. And I also don't know if we're gonna finish the game today because this game is so long.
What do you think, chat?
What do you think, chat?
Will this be the one?
Yeah, no, it's kind of like if you have friends to hate watch a movie with, Beekeeper's kind of...
Oh, yeah.
Because we went in thinking it would be cool, but then we watched it and it was very uncool, so at least we saw it with friends, and we were all like, kind of like, what the hell?
The only thing it has in its advantage is that it is watchable.
It's watchable.
But it's also
annoying.
hateable.
It's annoying to watch.
Yeah.
Have you watched, has chat watched Now You See Me? It's a similar experience, I think. Now You See Me is the one where a bunch of magicians get together and rob a bank. Robin Hood style, except that they sometimes use fucking real magic. Yeah,
I don't like
the
the
wizard movie.
You said we gotta have a movie night and watch it, and I'm not looking forward to it. I don't.
We
I
have to wait
really
until
don't like the idea of it.
Robin comes to visit or lives with us.
Yeah.
Because Robin said that they had never seen Now You See Me, which is normal.
I think most
and
people
good.
haven't.
It's
Yeah.
normal and good, actually. But it's funny. It's funny to watch Now You See Me with your friends because you can count how many times they use actual magic in that. Will this game ever end? Well, we'll see.
Or maybe we won't.
Maybe we won't see.
That's two options.
Yeah. The game's still like it does this little like will load every time. Maybe it's like getting new content every single time we loaded it. It makes the game like 2
That's
hours
why that's
longer.
the sync.
2 hours longer. Because
It's
every
actually
time
just
it's
downloading
updating.
new DLC.
Yeah. How great of
Adding
Obsidian
epilogues.
to make an ever ending, never ending
In like
12
like
act game.
4 months, like I don't know, like in 18 months from now, we're like in the future in the game.
Yeah. There's lots of time skips. The developers go on shift every day, every time you boot up. They're making the game as we're playing it.
They're doing this just for us.
That's very nice of them. You keep playing until you get to the modern day. Well, it's gonna take a while. We're gonna have to put this one on the back burner. But yeah, it's a very fucking cool game, though. I really like. I want to finish it because I still have my questions that need to be answered
Who the
about the
hell
mystery
did it?
game. Who's doing this? Who did this?
I don't know why that Pentiment started giving me this like syncing data thing the last like 3 times we've launched it. But I hope it's not just gonna be like every Xbox game is gonna do this now.
Well, you know why?
27.
It's because they are still making new content.
Oh
for
yeah,
you.
yeah. I mean, yeah, I know why.
Yeah.
I just hope that other game developers aren't gonna do this prank on us as well, because you know it's.
Or maybe they're also making never-ending games for you.
That's what I'm saying. That would give us this awkward start every stream. So is it even worth it at that point?
Is it worth getting free content in video games?
Is it worth having never-ending content if you have to wait, I don't know, 3 minutes before you can play the game?
Well, I was thinking about this the other day, because
This specifically?
No, but relevant to what we're talking about. We were launching Golden Idol on my account so that Alex could play it, and the fact that that game just gave 2 completely new chapters for free is insane. Like, it's not paid DLC; it's just more game.
Yeah.
Is it paid DLC?
It's paid. I bought them.
Oh, then why can I access them?
I don't know why, because I'm pretty sure the whole point of Family Share is that you can't get the DLC.
I've been playing the DLC.
I don't know. It's paid DLC.
Oh, well.
Sorry about a second of trailer music there, but yeah, it's paid DLC.
Oh, well. It's fucking good though.
I'm glad that
I don't mind the paid DLC.
I am glad that Family Share on Between Us somehow isn't doing what Family Share is supposed to do, and it just gives us all the content we have.
Yeah,
I swear it's supposed to do that.
Well, either way, I was gonna say I like it when games just update and give you content, but I guess that's not what Golden Idol did, but it is what Stardew Valley does. Stardew Valley has continued to just keep giving their game more content for free, which I think is fucking crazy, considering it's also maybe one of the best games that there ever was made. And an indie game. What are you looking at?
I'm just trying to figure out what the hell is going on with this DLC stuff, because everyone's saying like, no, you can't do it. Then why am I doing it? But a lot of these articles are also old. Oh, fuck it. I'm gonna look at the syncing screen instead.
Instead of participating in the conversation, I started with you.
What did you say?
I said it's insane that games like Stardew Valley have continued to update and just given all that content for free. You don't have to pay for any of the updates in Stardew Valley, and that's just made by one person.
They made an update like, I don't know, 2 weeks ago.
That's what I mean. It's like
amazing.
But there's
but I love how that this one guy made this ridiculous game, probably made a shit ton of money. I was like, huh, okay. Well, I don't need more, and
It's
just
also,
kept doing this.
like I said, it's
What a-
probably one of the best games that has ever been made as well, and it's
Yeah.
just one guy. I know that's very subjective, but judging by how many people played it or have played it and enjoyed it,
Judging by the fact that I can't open Facebook without being given a really bad gamer comic, usually about Stardew Valley, redoing the same joke over and over and over again, every time I open Facebook, I think that's a good sign that, yeah, I agree. The impact of this game is huge.
Eric Stardew Valley dev is amazing. Um, Best of All broke Fallout 4 immediately after having the biggest Fallout IP release in years. Wait, did they update Fallout 4?
They updated it. They made like a big patch that was supposed to make it next gen graphics.
I thought their newest game wasn't even Fallout 4. Why did they update that one?
Oh, it is.
What's 76 doing then?
Oh well, no, who cares? Who cares about 76?
So they're not updating 76. They're
I don't
updating
fucking know. Look, it's the
one people didn't like.
this. It's completely irrelevant. They updated Fallout 4 because that's the latest single player game in the
Yeah.
Fallout series, and that patch broke a bunch of stuff, including if you have mods already.
Give me the mouse.
Give you the mouse.
Yeah, change out order.
Order? Okay. I'm not gonna give you my mouse. I'm just gonna do that. Yeah, like if you had a save game already, but that save game had mods in it, then you just can't launch it anymore.
That's weird.
That was one of the things, so it just created a bunch of bugs.
I love Krobus. Who's Krobus?
Robus.
Is that a Fallout guy?
I think 76 is already next gen. Well, I feel like 76 and Fallout 4 is basically the same graphic-wise, and I guess that's the last gen, really.
Fallout 4
Doesn't
came
matter.
out for...
PlayStation 4.
Did it?
Yeah.
Okay. So they
I bought
wanted
my
to...
PlayStation 4 the second Fallout came out.
So they wanted to update it for PlayStation
5.
5.
Or at least just make it graphically seem more like that on PC.
Oh, Krobus is a Stardew Valley character. That's right.
Right.
That's the little shadow creature.
Here we are.
Oh my god.
Now I only have the final part of the mural to finish. How should I paint the revolt? Dad always talked about how the Archdeacon was the only one seeking justice in those days. But what was his name? The only name I can remember is the name of the Archdeacon who came to Tassing when that Baron was killed. Jacob Estler. Maybe he wrote an account of the revolt as an Archdeacon. I'll write him and ask. And of course I need to write back to Esther too. I'll write to them tonight before bed. Didn't we do this last time?
No, we finished it here because I was like,
yeah.
Writing a letter will take ages for us to read.
That's true. Alright, where to begin? I write to the Archdeacon Jacob Esther. Is that guy? Yeah.
Oh!
And see if he can tell me about the
He's
revolt.
glowed up a little bit.
I'll write a letter to Esther too. I hope the courier can make it through the passes before winter. Jacob Estler, formerly Archdeacon of Freising. My name is Magdalene Gruckeren. I am an artist in the town of Tassing in Upper Bavaria. I believe you passed through our community when you investigated Baron Rothvogel's murder in Passau Abbey in 1518. Do you remember anything about that case that the people in Tassing might not remember? In particular, do you remember anything about someone writing notes to provoke the killer?
The killer!
Did you see any evidence that might suggest there was some sort of larger conspiracy at work? Do you have any reason to doubt the conclusion of the case?
That's interesting, but not sure if it's like the best opener.
Yeah.
Hi.
Also,
do you remember how 30 years ago you ordered somebody to die? Did you agree with that?
Yeah, not a good open.
The killer.
The killer.
I
Also,
know
we
that-
didn't share all the info we had when we were in
Yeah.
Dreas, so I don't know.
Also, as an aside, I have noticed the new Tumblr meme of the two guys talking, and one of them like, I had a friend, I to visit a friend, and
Yeah.
the other one's like, the visitor.
Yeah.
And I don't know where that second response comes from. Like, putting ER on the
I think
end of
it
words.
was a joke about no what was it? Either it was Witcher, the video game.
The Witcher.
Yeah. Because I saw someone edit that to make it the Itcher.
Oh, that's funny. That might just be a good joke on its own. But the point is, there was a YouTube ad that kept playing at some point last year. Every time we like launched a video on YouTube.
Oh, that Killers!
Yeah, that was a concert in Melbourne for the Killers, the band.
The
and
most Australian accent.
There was an announcer that was just like, the Killers! And every time that ad came on, we would say, we would repeat it after him because it's so funny. The announcer just going like, Melbourne Stadium, the Killers, and we're like, yeah, the Killers.
And I've mentioned this many times before, also on stream, but the Killers just come off as a bit dinky to me.
But also they're called the Killers.
The Killers.
So, the Killers. And now every time I see that meme on Tumblr, I think of the guy's voice saying the Killers.
And it's a completely irrelevant ad.
Yeah, it's not relevant to the meme.
We can never find it again, probably.
I was just at Melbourne Stadium for the Pink concert. Oh, is that why you came down? Cool, cool. Did you enjoy the Pink concert? The Jester.
Wonder if we can find it.
The ad? I tried to look for it, but I couldn't find it.
Oh,
I can try to find it when there's like a moment.
Because a lot of YouTube ads are just YouTube videos.
I know, but like, how am I supposed to find the ad from this one concert?
No clue.
Yeah. Anyway, which one are you gonna do?
In particular, do you remember anything about someone writing notes to provoke? Look, more have appeared in Tassing in subsequent years, seemingly harbingers of death. Thank you for any help you can give. Magdalene.
That's a short letter. Straight to the point.
Straight to the point. He'll probably appreciate that.
Do you remember this murder that happened 30 years ago on your watch?
Dearest Esther, I hope you are well. You must know how tremendously happy I am for you and Simond. And Alicia too, of course, and your parents. It warms my heart to know that your family is doing so well. By the time this letter reaches you, I expect winter will have enfolded Tassing. It's already freezing at night, so I've reorganized the workshop so that the inks don't deteriorate. You have to worry about that in Prague? You've said it snows, but I always imagined it was warmer in winter. Dad's condition is much worse, and he's in so much pain. Dr. Stoltz has been, well, he's a useless asshole. Only God knows why he's such a bitter old man. But he's neglected Dad almost entirely. Some days he doesn't show up, and even if he does, he just snaps instructions at me and rushes off. I just wish I understood why. I worry about Dad. I've asked Agnes for help, but there's only so much we can do alone. He's not going to make it, and there's nothing I can do. Christ, I'm scared, Esther. The mural is progressing well, but I can't shake the feeling that someone is following me. I keep seeing this figure around town. After I explored the mines, too, to seeing Tassing early history. And then again in the Abbey's ruins. No one else in Tassing has seen anything, but some of the nuns say they've seen ghosts.
Ugh.
If it's the person who attacked my dad, why are they following me? Whoever it is, I'm sure it's not anyone from Tassing, but what do they want with me? Say the top one. It's the strangest thing, given me a fright a few times already. But I don't mean to worry you. Nothing's happened to me yet, so I think I'll be safe.
Except for that one time when somebody tried to throw a rock on your head.
But I mean, I'm not dead yet, so I will never die.
Yeah, so you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Nothing's happened yet.
The only good news I can share at the moment is that the mural is almost finished. I should have completed it by Christmas or soon after. For the new year, at least. Then perhaps at long last I shall be able to visit you and meet this Simmond. Anyway, I fear that this will be my last letter of the year. The Reich Post has already been late and reported worsening snow throughout the passage, and seemed to be stepping into harsh winter. Stay warm and give my regards to your family and Simond. Yours always, Magda.
It was lovely. I spent a lot of time on the sensory room charging my autism powers.
1 hour.
Sick. This sounds like every email I have to write to work. Getting flashbacks. Good morning, Wolf. Welcome to the stream.
Hello.
It's my Friday. Woohoo! My weekend begins in 5 hours when I clock out. Oh,
Yippee.
nice. Congrats. Have a good week.
It'll be a long weekend. A letter. How did this get here? Stop!
Stop! Can't even see the letters. That cursive is too strong.
There's a poor Alf or something.
Yeah, Alf.
This is just like the note Dad found.
No, you found it.
This is just like the note. Well, yeah, I found that.
Yeah, wait, well, hold on. You found that.
Who's doing this? Are they trying to scare me?
It could be the same note, really.
If I don't stop, are they going to try to kill me next? I need to ask Dad about this. Can't be a coincidence.
I hope it'll be a long weekend. Last weekend felt really short. Yeah. It always feels too short.
But he's been so weak, I don't want to upset him. Just need to wait for the right time. Hope there's a right time. Oh.
Oh.
Can I talk to him now?
Might not be the right time, but yeah, you can probably talk to him now. We were talking about this yesterday with Alex. The worst part about work is doing it.
Yeah. Alex hoped for more shifts so they could make more money.
And then they got it.
Then they got it. Oh no.
Oh jeez. Be careful what you wish for, as they say.
Sleep. It's late. I should get some rest soon. Stay awake. I kind of want to... Are there other things I can look at this hour? So I assume there isn't. How's the mural look now?
It has a sheet over it. You can't see it yet.
Oh yeah.
It's supposed to be a surprise for the player.
We'll prank in the end. Let's just go to bed then.
Well, you could also, I guess, around and see if you see anybody out, because maybe it's like a thing that only at night very suspicious people are walking around. Never tried that. Huh. Funny pigs.
They're kind of suspicious.
They're kind of suspicious. What are they doing out so late? Shouldn't they be in the barn?
Hello.
Just hanging out. Or is he just hanging out?
Probably.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it's probably fine.
I mean, his dad got killed. I don't think he is the one that did it. Where's the lady?
Hello. He's around. He's not sleeping. Hmm.
Oh! Swiss!
Soup.
Isn't it Swiss?
I think it was an S, U with an umlaut, and B-E.
No, that's like
Süße.
That's a super S.
It's a super S. Alright, I'm going.
What is that letter called?
Super S.
Is it called Super S?
I don't fucking know.
I think it's probably called Super S.
That would be a funny name.
Oh, somebody's creeping up the curse.
If this game just like ends in 20 minutes, then
Trombone champ.
Trombone champ.
I don't think. I think I have a strange feeling that we gotta do at least a whole nother mural.
Yeah.
So. Whoa, D's!
These.
Oh man, we slept for ages. Oh, Sorrel's lurking. Hi, thanks for coming.
Yo.
Oh, Mr. Stukerin. Only one letter for you today.
Oh.
Wow, it snowed really suddenly. The pass is nigh impossible to traverse. Pass? Is nigh impossible to traverse, and the heavy snow is hard on the horse and me. Anyway, happy Advent, my dear.
Thank you. The same to you.
Does Advent just mean it's part of December?
It could be a Sunday. Ah, reply from Jacob Estler. So I mean, in at least in Denmark, and I assume definitely Germany then. Every Sunday in December would be Advent Day,
Oh,
and you would have this little like light, with 4 different candles, and you would light them as like first one for the first Sunday,
oh,
and then
okay,
2
so
on the
every
next Sunday,
in,
and so
in
on.
December is called Advent.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember what the calendar said, if it said Sunday or what.
I
But,
don't remember if it had a day. I think it just had a
maybe.
number.
But if it's Sunday, then the church is on.
Ooh. Let's go see what Thomas is up to. Then confessions are on. Potentially.
Essentially.
Advent calendar. Yes, I know what an Advent calendar is, but why did you say Happy Advent? And I was wondering if that's a specific day. And now it's been explained.
So I actually hate the name Advent calendar because it's confusing as hell to me.
Yeah,
because
English
Advent for
speakers.
me
Yeah.
is Sunday.
Yeah.
And a julekalender, a
Yeah.
Christmas calendar, that is what you people, English speakers, call
You
Advent
fucking
calendars.
guys. Yeah. Mistress Dukrin. I do recall the Rothvirgel case, though it has been over a decade since I have served as Archdeacon. I am no longer associated with the office of the Prince Bishop. In fact, I am no longer associated with the Catholic Church! If you do not mind conversing with a Lutheran, I will tell you what I remember. The notes you mentioned do stir something in my memory. One of the men I questioned at Curso was an artist from Nuremberg, Andreas Mahler. He mentioned finding notes written in a fine hand, inciting individuals to violence against the Baron. While the scope of my investigation was too narrow to look into the matter, it did concern me. Finding more notes now, after so many years, must mean the author is still alive. In this case, a serpent has lain coiled to the bosom of your community. For decades it may lay there still. What causes this serpent to awaken every few years, to stage a new killing? I fear that finding the answer to that question may draw you into its reach. However, if you are determined to find the source of the trouble, I believe you must inquire with your neighbors. I urge caution in your investigation to the matter. The serpent merely sleeps and may be dangerous to poke its old resting places. I hope this has been some help to you. May God bless you and keep you safe. Jacob Essler. The killer!
They're killers. No reply from Estler this time. It must have been delayed due to the heavy snow. The postman said I won't receive any more letters until spring.
Oh man.
I'd better get back to the rat house then. Still more work to be done. Didn't say. Well, days have passed now.
Whoa! Hold on.
Christmas?
This is the day we were supposed to get it done. I wonder if we
Merry
got it
Christmas. Good morning, Dad. I finally caught up on the mural, and now I can start the final part today. I promise I'll get it done.
done. Magdalene, I'm proud of you.
Thanks, Dad. I'm sorry Dr. Still said that you can't come to the festival tonight. I know how much you love the Kirchenlauf,
Kirchenlauf.
a Germanic folk ritual celebrated around Christmas time, in which townfolk dress as Perchen and drive evil spirits from the town to protect it in the coming New Year's.
Funny art.
Ooh, dress up.
Dress up.
That's a great way to hide your identity.
Last time there was dress up, there was a killer.
A killers.
Killers. Scary. There's always next year.
Right. How are you feeling? Dr. Still said he would come by again today.
Fine. I'm fine.
Are you sure you don't need anything? Maybe I should stay home with you today.
No, Magdalena. If you want to work, you should work. It's alright. In fact, my spirits are lifted today. It's Christmas Eve, after all.
Of course.
What's wrong?
Dad, I found a note back in November.
Note? What do you mean?
It was like a note I found in your plans for the murals. Just a scrap of parchment. It looked like it came out of an old manuscript. The writing was elaborate, probably from a Bavarian scriptorium in the last century. And the ink was a rare purple. I've only seen it in a few other books. It just said stop. Do you know where they came from? Who wrote them?
Magdalena,
Oh god, that must be Utz. He said he'd drop by with more firewood. If you know something, I'd like you to tell me, alright?
I know, I will. We talk about it later.
Dad.
I'll tell you, I promise. Oh, he knows! He knows something?
He knows something. Alright. Tell me now. I'll be right back.
Good, take care of yourself out there. What if it's not Utz? What if it's the killer?
Just checking any notes.
Oh! Got a hat now. Morning, Magdalena.
Oh, morning.
Morning, Utz. Cold out, isn't it?
Freezing. Makes me envy Nico, able to stay inside all day. Even Endress has forged to keep him warm. Anyway, here, I brought some firewood for you and your dad.
Thank you, Utz.
You're welcome. So, how's your dad? You think he can join everyone for Christmas Mass?
I think he'll stay in bed tonight. I'll do my best to be there. I need to keep working on the mural, though. I'm working on the final section.
About the Peasants' Revolt, right? It feels weird to talk about. It affected Tassing so much, but we were just kids. I can't remember what happened since I was just a baby. I never knew my dad.
That's what makes it difficult. I need to ask those who were already adults that night, but don't want to touch raw nerves.
What if you spoke to people while everyone was preparing for the Christmas festivities? Clara sometimes talks about that night. Mum too. You might be able to ask them.
Voislav and Matilda are the only two Benedictines left living in Tassing. Maybe they'll talk to me.
Oh, I didn't think of that. Still, the mural is for Tassing, not for the old abbey. Agnes has always been in Tassing, right? I'd go for her if I were you.
Oh yeah. Dad said she helped bury everyone who died that night. I
Oh,
wonder if she'd talk about it.
sucks. It's your project, Magdalena. Might be worth a try.
I wrote to the old archdeacon about it too. He thinks that the Baron's murder and Otto's death are connected to the revolt.
The who?
The man who came to Tassing for the Baron Rothvogel's murder.
What about him?
He was the judge for the Baron's murder. What if all the deaths in Tassings are connected?
I like how you have an option just to leave him out and not tell him anything. That's kind of like...
I don't see why I would.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I don't want to engage with the NPCs.
I think it's also we're kind of taking a choice if we actually want to engage with Utz.
Yeah,
because
that's true.
we kind of have the path of, are we going to explore the world or are we going to stay here?
And Oots
I
is
don't
also
know.
the kind of the guy that our character is most likely to end up with.
Yeah,
We,
but
if we
also
do.
I don't see why not.
A nice dude.
Why not be friendly to a person who's friendly to
Yeah,
us? It seems quite rare here.
but yeah, I don't see how that old Baron has anything to do with the revolt. Are you feeling alright? I think you're looking for connections that aren't there. Maybe this mural project is getting to you.
Come on. We need to get to the bottom of this, Uts. There's something more to all this. I know it.
If you're sure.
I'll figure it out somehow. Thanks for the wood.
See you later, Mags.
Ugh. It's just right. I should start talking to people around town. Better get started if I want to talk to everyone before Kirchenlauf.
Chinmouth.
Can I not talk to Dad? I want to talk to Dad. Because he's gonna die before he says anything. That's like...
That's how
That's like
stories are
machinima
written.
ding, you know?
Yeah. Cinema sins.
Cinema sin. Tell me now. Damn it.
You keep saying machinima instead of cinema
I do.
sins. Machinima is
Machinima is
Not
the video
that.
game thing.
I've gotten the stream on my small screen, and Magdalena's little pocket collar looks like a bushy beard. Oh yeah, oh yeah, she's all dressed up like a
bright bushy beard.
yeah.
Alright, let's talk to the...
She's dressed up as Santa for Christmas Eve.
Not here.
Huh? I thought
Well, they're probably out preparing. What did you thought?
machinima sins. You literally do just say machinima sins most of the time. You mean cinema sins.
Yeah, I'm
Not
just...
even a bit. Oisha. That's just what he say.
Yeah, I'm just a little bit stupid sometimes.
Stupid and owning it. Oh my god, look at that thing on her!
Oh my god.
Oh, I love it. Oh, they are so funny. The creatures here are so good. Hello, Magdalena. I would have thought that you'd been working on the mural today. What brings you here?
I'd like to sit with you and ask how you remember the rebellion, so that I can paint it, if that's alright.
That was a sad time. If it will help you memorialize those we lost in the revolt, yes, I'll answer a few questions. I don't mind. I was a little older than you, so I probably remember more, Magdalene. Of course, Magdalena will tell you all you want to know. I've been looking forward to seeing the mural for some months. Come now, sit with us. Got two best friends play on the brain. No, I don't even think it's that. I think it's just because the words rhyme.
I don't know who they are.
Yeah, I'm guessing they're,
So no.
they're people who make machinimas. Hi Samantha, thanks for coming. Now that you're all settled, what did you want to know?
Did the revolt have anything to do with the other murder that happened in Sassing?
Oh, the murder of the Baron, you mean? No, not really. I only remember Andreas attempted to be a peacekeeper in both situations.
Oops.
I suppose that's when things started going poorly. Yes, after Prior Phronic was discovered as a witch, people weren't as willing to trust the Abbey anymore. Then, the abbot became more severe. He didn't like that the prior's death rattled his control of the blessing. I still think that the old prior cursed the town. That's when the crops started failing. I don't know much about that, but his taxes and restrictions, and his attitude towards us, became harsher after that. It was all we could do to live. It was all we could do to live by them, but it eventually became too much.
Even with all the restrictions, was the revolt really justified? I keep hearing conflicting stories about how it began. I know things were bad for the peasants, but was it worth all the loss? I thought the peasants stormed the abbey, unprovoked, and that Landsknecht was to be called in.
Well, they weren't unprovoked because Otto was killed.
Say the top one.
You wouldn't remember it, Magdalena, but the abbot forced us into starvation. We would have died either way. We did everything we could to keep things from getting violent, but the Lord had other plans. I remember how sick and hungry I was all the time. Grandpa kept saying I hadn't always been like that. All was fine until Hannah, Nico's wife, killed Otto because she feared what would happen if the abbey shut down. Well, my husband wouldn't let that rest. We all just wanted justice. When the soldier arrived and threatened us all, when the soldiers arrived and threatened all the townsfolk pulled away except for you and Ulrich. Right? No, Clara, I'm afraid even I was intimidated and begged Ulrich to leave the matter be. My husband alone stood with the peasants.
Why did all the peasants revolt anyway? So many people died. They must have known it wouldn't succeed. Dad always talked about how he regrets that choice. That's why he wanted to paint the mural. Could the revolt have succeeded if the townfolks didn't pull away?
Now that I think about it, our character's dad did seem really like nonchalant about the note when we first told him that we found the scrap note that said stop. Like he kind of expected it, I think.
Almost like he knows.
Almost like he knows who's sending it. And he's defying them anyway. But why didn't he tell us who it was when he got fucking hit in the head? So I'm very curious. It's somebody he knows, but it's probably also somebody he kind of wants to protect. Like he doesn't want. That's what I'm thinking.
I'll say this: the dad option.
Your father is unique in that regard. Most of our other townfolk see the revolt's failure as proof that it was doomed from the start. Truly, if the entire town banded together, we likely would have succeeded without violence at all. By then, we were so starved and wanted justice so much, Peter truly thought success was possible. There was still some discussion. Ulrich and Andreas wanted peace. Then that fucking Miller protected that bitch. He always hated us, thought he was better than us. Ursula, language. What, Mum? It's true. Lionheart even shot Ulrich out of nowhere.
It was unprovoked?
Yes, Lionheart had always hated the rest of the townfolk, and he would take advantage of anyone if he could. My husband sought peace to the last. He was a martyr to us. Will says, not being able to be here for the part of the streams where the revolt happened. It's kind of surreal learning about it at the same time as Magdalene. Yeah, you're learning about it at the same time as the character.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you keep going to bed before us, and we keep ending it right after something dramatic kind of happens. Yeah. So it's like
it's also kind of wild because I can tell you everyone has a perspective. So you're only hearing perspectives. You can never get the full story out of any one person.
Hence why I think this game would be really cool to replay if we ever finish it.
Yeah, that's true.
I think that the Miller shot Ulrich to retaliate, but after that, Peter couldn't be stopped. We'd lost too much. The burning of the abbey was a grim night. The soldiers coming in. A man fought to protect us and to protect Tassing, and many died in that fight. But we got rid of the abbot and all the monks at least. Yes, and that is some comfort, if only a little.
Are there any heroes of Tassing I should memorialize?
Yeah, definitely. Peter always wanted the best for Tassing, even if he acted rashly by setting fire to the abbot. I hope you can portray him in the best light, Magdalene. I'd rather not talk about that night anymore. I hope we've provided enough insight for your work.
You did, thank you. I'll let you get back to work. Say that.
Thank you, Magdalene. I'm certain the mural will be beautiful. I have no idea what's happening. All I know is the killer is here.
The killers.
So
it's Christmas.
Just like a sort of recap. We are playing as... Right now we're playing like the third act of the game. The first act you follow a young man who is an artist, like illuminator.
Very, very spoiler territory because this is late game.
Yeah, I mean they're already here.
Yeah,
it's already watching us. It doesn't need to like worry about spoilers. So, if you look in the book, you can just like our character.
This is us
Is-
right now.
This is the third act character. The first act character is a guy who does the margin art for books, an illuminator, and he does other illustrations and stuff for books. He is like a book illustrator, and he was working on his masterpiece, sort of like an apprentice would in this town. So he's not native to this town. And while he was here, a man was killed, and he basically was in charge of trying to find who killed him. But I don't think any of the answers were very good. Like, none of the evidence that we found, at least, I think necessarily pointed to a murderer.
But also, I don't
we still
think you
had to
could.
give
But
an
I also
answer.
don't think you could ever do an accurate investigation.
No,
It's
that's what I mean.
like there's always an element of someone innocent will die.
Yeah.
If you don't do anything, someone innocent will die, and if you do something, someone different who is innocent will also die.
Well, what I was gonna say is that because the person who got killed, was extremely rich, rich and powerful, their
No,
men
these-
came and demanded an answer for who killed a guy. So we kind of just needed to give all of the information we had, not necessarily an accusation. That got a man killed, and then the game skips into Act 2, which is what? How long was it? 7 years in the future or something.
Mm.
Where the consequences of our action leads to people not trusting the Abbey, leads to...
They already didn't trust them much in the first
No,
place.
but it led to a bigger separation between the peasants and the Abbey. It led to other people becoming much more suspicious of how the system worked, so they started to want to revolt. And that's what they're talking about here, when we're depicting the history. So, one of the men, Otto, who is leading the revolt, gets killed on another, important night. I don't know, it was like St. John's Eve or something like that. He gets killed on that night, where everybody else was in costume dancing to the festivities, so it was a costumed killer. So once again, our character Andreas, now 7 years older, had to solve a second murder, or help clear the name of somebody who wasn't
Yeah,
the murderer, because we were with him.
because they were accusing the wrong person.
So they're accusing the wrong person. So we got wrapped up in 2 murder mysteries so far. And now, that one ended with the revolt going really badly, and the king's men coming to basically attack the peasants and arrest them and all that. But they more or less just killed them.
Yeah.
A bunch of the peasants. And the abbey was set on fire, and our character at that time, Andreas, went into the burning abbey to save the books, because he's an illuminator. He obviously cares a lot about the preservation of books.
And died.
And died. And now, 17 years into the future of that, we're in Act 3, where we're playing as the daughter of Otto, the man that died. No, daughter of, what's his name?
A printer.
Yeah, what's his name?
Klaus.
Klaus. We're playing the daughter of Klaus. Oates is the son of Otto. Died.
Mhm.
We had our dad, Klaus, had a strong relationship with Andreas. Andreas gave us a book when we were babby, so now we're also interested in books.
Mhm.
And Klaus,
A book about books.
book about books, and then this act opens on somebody trying to hit our dad over the head to kill him, obviously meant to kill him, but he doesn't die, he's now just concussed and bedridden.
Mhm.
So it's another kind of murder mystery. We're trying to figure out who did that while trying to finish town's mural, which
Which
was
your
the
dad
dad's
was
job.
hired to do.
It's really, really interesting. I think I've dumbed it down, and even though I've explained a lot of the plot to you, it's
You got the main points.
quite able to be replayed, I think, because there are so many paths you can take, depending on who you accuse and who you follow, what clues you
It's
follow.
well written.
I
yeah.
think you would be able to find a completely different storyline. Yeah, because of the people that die. So it's pretty interesting. If it isn't Mistress Magdalene.
Hello, Baltus. Hello, Gnasio. How are your inventions coming, Battlers? Baltus.
I forgot to mention that in every one of these murder scenes, there have been handwritten notes with purple ink from somebody that we have been calling the thread puller, because we don't think the person who wrote the ink is necessarily the killer, but we think that they've instructed other people or provoked other people to kill.
Yeah.
Oh, very well, thank you. I was just showing Natsu how our rat house clock works on one of my smaller prototypes. It is a fascinating process, truly. I'd never considered that one man could make something so complex by himself.
And you may ask yourself,
Whoa.
have I have water? Well,
Thank you for the drink reminder.
The clock tower is the wonder of Tassing. Well, you don't have to account for Endra's help in smithing the parts, and Ut's building the framework and hold it too. I bet there are one or two women who could make a fine clock if given a chance. I'd love to create something
So intricate.
so intricate one day. Maybe a new kind of printing press.
What kind of printing press would that be, pray tell?
Maybe something with automatically
Sorted?
sorted type that would make the process faster.
Huh, you may be onto something there, Magda. Can you imagine automatic type? Truly an ingenious idea if one could ever make it happen. She goes on to invent the typewriter.
She made the keyboard for your computer right now.
Whoa!
The idea is still fuzzy, but I think I can make it work someday.
Well, I shall look forward to your debut, mistress. In the meantime, shall we get back to work, Baltus? Hmm? Oh yes, of course. Please excuse us, Magdalene. We're rather busy at the moment.
Until later then.
Wine. Speaking of wine, how do you think that guy is?
Not in his house.
Oh, okay.
He's probably drinking at the Golden Hand. I'm just looking around. Oh, this is where we want to be.
Hello, Magdalene. How's the mural going? I hope my husband hasn't been bothering you too much.
Is that a concern? No, the council has left me to work for the most part. I think Utz has something to do with it. To do with that.
Oh, we did convince him to stand up for himself.
Yeah.
Last stream. That boy has his eye on you, Magda. At least he's using his authority to do some good. Usually that lot's just meddles around and things that are best left alone. Those men are bad influences on each other, if you ask me. Now they're chattering on about yearly checks on the hinges of every door in town. Hinges? Who gives a damn if the hinges on the doors creak?
They're just trying to keep the town in order. To be fair, if your hinges creak, the door's integrity is at stake.
Yes, well, I don't need to check my door. I don't need to check every door in my house every year like it's a mistake. If there's a creaky hinge, I'll hear it. Anyway, I think it's good for you to be working on the mural. I wish Artemis and Apollo would take interest in something like that. Speaking of which, have you seen them around anywhere? I asked them to look after the chickens, but they've disappeared.
No, I haven't seen them recently.
Oh, hey, Marie. Welcome to the stream. Wow!
What? Who did that?
Marie did that.
Oh, Marie!
She's done and cursed us.
Oh my god.
Alright, well, I guess it's time for us to change into our most fitting forms.
Of course. There we go.
Right. Bruh!
Ah!
Can you switch out orders?
Oh! Not like that. Damn it. Alright, there we go. Yes.
Let's go. Gaming.
No, I haven't seen them recently.
Oh, this town isn't that big. I don't know where they'd get off to that I can't find them. Father Thomas always says that they're only so much trouble because I named them after Greek gods. He says that those names have power, but I still like them. Besides, Apollo and Artemis were gods of virtues. Gosh, it's a little bit pagan, maybe. If anything, they should be more well-behaved.
Names do have power, though. Maybe the spirits of the gods are affecting the twins. don't think anything will stop the twins from going their own way in life. Say that.
Haha, you're right. Father Thomas spends too much time in his books. Father Thomas and his damn iPad. Anyways,
What's better than this? Not a book inside.
not a book in sight. Look at these ladies living their best lives. Anyways, I better go find those rascals. Good luck on the mural, Magdalene.
Thanks, Veronica.
Hi,
Until
Low
later.
Polybug. Welcome to the
Hello.
stream.
Agnes time.
Magdalena Dukerin. I didn't expect to see you today. How is your father?
He's not well, honestly.
It looks like you're pointing the gun at me. I don't like it when it looks like you're pointing the gun at me.
Well, you asked me to put myself here.
Yeah, but like it's because otherwise your wing would be covering me.
Well, now the gun is to the back of your head, so you
Yeah.
better be careful.
I better be. What should I say? Oh no, I'm so sorry. He'll be in our prayers tonight. Us as well. Now then, is there something we can help you with, dear?
I have a small favor to ask. Agnes, you're old.
Oh, go on then. Spit it out.
If it isn't too much trouble, I'd like you all to recount what you remember of the revolt. I'm nearly done with my mural, but I need more details. I was so young, I don't remember much of that night.
Oh, for that project of yours in the rat house. I'm afraid I won't have much good to say about the matter, but alright. Come on, sit down, Magdalene. Don't worry about helping us with this. It took me years to accept get the technique up to Mom's expectations, so you're better off not helping. Ah! You always did fine, Brigitta. So, Magdalena, what do you need to know about, to finish the mural?
I was hoping to ask you more about the revolt. All I remember was flames when the abbey burned.
What part of the revolt? The abbot starving us out of house and home? Otto's murder? I doubt it would be a good painting.
I thought the abbot of Kirsau was acting in his rights. It seems like the abbot at Kirsau wasn't on very good terms with Tassing. I thought there was an attempt to talk to the abbot. Say that.
Everyone but that fucking Miller hated him, with good reason. He only ever cared for how many pfennigs he could get out of us. Ghetto, don't forget to twist the ends in. Can't have it looking like a Christmas hedgehog. I'm getting there, Mom. I've looked after Martin and Kraft well enough, haven't I? I can manage this. Yes, well, after your father died, I've got no one left to nag besides you and that husband of yours. Thank God I have the both of you, as a matter of fact. Let an old woman have her vices. The Gutno house was a bit sad. York always gets quiet this time of year.
Whatever for?
I reckon because that family's been hard pressed since Peter died. Passing's got lost a good number of folk over the years, and feast days and celebrations make it harder to bear.
You mean in the revolt, right?
The revolt, the murders, that fool Andreas had to meddle in everything. Didn't do too much good, if you ask me.
Andreas Mailer, the artist? I thought he was my dad's friend. You mean Master Mailer? Dad said that none of that was his fault. Dad said that Master Mailer made some mistakes, but that he was seeking justice for everyone in town. Try to say that.
And I think your father is right in that. And yet, he has already meddled enough in Tassing after the Baron's murder that he held more sway than I could understand it the first time. He wanted to save that old monk. I dare say he saw him as a father. And it was proven that the prior was a witch, so I suppose he did some good for Tassing then. I think Washler might be the only person left in Tassing who even remembers the old prior. That's when the trouble started, I say. The townsfolk saw a monk killed, and the abbot was incensed. Then came the revolt. and Andreas Mailer happened to show up nearly the day of Otto's murder. That is interesting.
Did the revolt accomplish anything? Dad always says the townfolks didn't stand with the peasants so long as they should have. What? Didn't stand with the peasants. Oh yeah, right. I always heard the night was a slaughter. Why didn't anyone stop the peasants? I'll say that one.
Well, I won't begrudge Klaus his opinion, even if it's wrong. A shame it all happened. It had to happen at all. I think I knew the revolt was a bad idea from the start. Old Bushlove would be the only one to know what happened inside the old church now before the fire. Some like to say things were this bad, or always this bad, that violence was the only way, but it wasn't. Life got worse over the years. It wasn't like this when I was a child. Not when my grandpa's time, either. Sure, the abbot was pinching the townsfolk and the peasants were suffering, but to go against the church? But, like you said, things aren't always so bad. We fought to make things right.
But things got better in the end, right? Even if so many people died. Well, the revolt didn't totally fail, did it? The abbot and monks have left. It doesn't seem like things have gotten much better. Yeah, doesn't.
They haven't. The Archduke's instituted a new lord over us, and he's been sure to inform us that he won't tolerate a second uprising. Soldiers even warned Peter that nothing will stop him besides steel.
Isn't Peter dead?
Yeah. Like, maybe it's the same, like, military back then, something.
So nothing got better at all?
Not as I see it. The Lord is just as severe as the Abbot was, and threatened force at every turn. That's life. You can struggle and die and accomplish something, and nothing changes. The dead are luckier. They died believing they changed something. We're stuck with the harsh reality. This is all you've known, Magdalena. You've grown used to it. We all have.
Thank you for sharing your story with me.
It's important to share our suffering with the younger generations. Maybe they can change something. Good luck on the mural, Magdalena. Good luck, Magdalena.
Alright, I wonder where the... Maybe they're in the... Maybe they're near the church.
I don't think they
Or
are.
the
I think
Abbey.
it was implied that they... Oh, the Abbey maybe, but I don't think they'll be in this church. They are Benedictines, which is a different order.
Yeah.
Yes. Dealing with glue and cloth right now, and I'm crying because these two do not go together. Oh, I know the solution to that. More glue. You can try the Abbey. Maybe they're at the Abbey for some
Yeah,
reason.
yeah, I'm going to. I'm just looking around. See if there's someone I missed. Someone I can talk to for a little bonus comment.
Have you tried hot glue? Hot glue fixes everything.
Hungry? Hot glue.
Hot glue. Hot glue and cloth. You don't have hot glue. Well, there's your first problem. Oh, look at
Alexander!
this guy's hat. Well, if it isn't Magdalena.
That's me. You're learning everyone's names during your stay?
Alas, it appears the good people of Tassing are the only audience I will have until the pass is clear. It seems only right that I attempt to put myself on friendly terms with you and your neighbors. I apologize for not introducing myself earlier. My man looking like Tetris. I am Alexander. This is my partner, Krasmizir. We are musicians by trade, travelers by necessity. The weather trapped us on our way back from Würzburg for a Christmas celebration. I'd hoped to win a Meister Singer competition there, but alas, we are trapped here until the pass is clear. Well, if it isn't Pharrell Williams.
Members of a guild for lyric poets, composers, and singers of unaccompanied art songs. Meistersingers perform in regular competition often held at a rat house or church.
We have one of those.
Not yet. Well, we have a church. How are you finding Tassing?
Everyone has been quite kind, and no one has thrown anything at me for my music. Considering the circumstances, I'm counting that is a success. I have to admit, I was quite upset that I had missed my opportunities to sing at the Meistersinger competition. He practiced so much for it. Yes, it's hard not to view the last year as a waste.
You could try it again next year. Next Christmas, can't you?
Of course. But the older I get, the less comfort I take in the possibilities of the future. Missed opportunities sting more with each passing year.
Well, you have an audience here, the people of Tassing.
And perform for them I will. I love performing for people wherever I go. When I sing for people, I want to move them. See it on their faces. It's only in that moment that I can connect with them. The only truth I know. Meistersinger's judges will rate me as they will, but that's not why I want to perform for them. I want to move the masters the way that they moved me. Does that make sense?
I think so. My dad is my teacher, and his approval means a lot to me. Yeah.
I think we all want to be... I think we all want the approval of those who came before us. Someday, somebody will look at me for approval. What to imagine. I'm sorry, I'm just feeling a bit melancholy, I suppose.
It's the long nights.
I suppose you're right. All that darkness. Perhaps the winter feast will lift my spirits. Will I see you there?
Absolutely. Almost everyone in town should be there.
And I look forward to it. Until then. Oh, I just remembered through the dialogue how fucking dark it gets in Europe at winter.
Very.
It's so dark and it's so fast. Horrifying.
Think this guy's mute?
No. He said something earlier.
But did he say it with text? Because he wrote something and turned his paper.
I don't know. Guess not. I don't know. Oh, yeah, maybe. Hello,
Yeah.
Magdalena.
You're Miser, right? You're with Alexander. Musicians?
Yeah, I guess this guy's mute. Yes, I play a shawm and lute. He sings.
Are you Polish?
Kazimierz. Yes, from Kaliz's?
Alright, I won't take up more of your time. What are you two doing in Tassing? Right?
Ask Alexander. Sorry.
Alright, I won't take any more of your time. That's funny.
Thanks. God bless you. Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Hello, Magdalena.
Hello, Hans.
Did you need something?
Just wanted to see what you were doing. How you doing?
Fine enough. Weather's getting colder.
And the family?
Healthy and hard working. Simon's taking care of the winter provisions. He's a good boy, proud of him. And you know how smart Jutta is. Elsa's teaching her to read that in that reading circle of hers. Maybe once she knows how to read, she can marry a rich man.
I don't know where she'll find out one of those in Tassing.
More of them coming through every year, you know? Between the Saints, the Golden Hand, and the Rat House, it could be a real city someday. Maybe then my grandchildren, my grandkids, or my great-grandkids can write books instead of reading them.
You don't want them to be farmers like you?
Us Bowers are smarter than we look. No one ever believes that, but it's true. Dad always said that we weren't the shiniest apples in the bushel. People just didn't know how to. I just want my family to have every chance. That's all.
For what it's worth, I think you're plenty smart, Hans.
Kind of you to say, Magdalena. I should get back to it. Till later.
Until then. Here's fucking Stultsobby. No, that's not him. Killian. You over here?
Bushlove is here, who you need to talk to.
I'll talk to everyone else first.
Me when I'm beating my meat.
Yutta. I saw everyone.
Oh, hello, Magdalena. Hi, Magdalena. How's the weather? We've been prepping for the feast in here all day.
Oh, hi. Oh. Fresh and brisk, perfect for a walk.
Ah, better you than me. I'll stay in here where I can keep my fingers warm. You better keep your fingers out of my dough, Master Boa. I didn't do anything. Snuck your little fingers into my cookie doughs 3 times today. Do it again and I'll wrap your knuckles with the back of my spoon. Don't anger Mistress Matilda, Simon. Yes, sir. Sorry, Mistress Matilda. We need enough dough to make cookies for the entire town. You can't be eating it all. Anyways, what'd you come here for, Magdalena?
I was hoping you could tell me what you remember of the revolt. I was too young to remember much of it. No one's ever seemed to talk about it, and Mistress Matilda and Mr. Voislav, you two were the only ones left who used to live in the abbey.
The only one who stayed, anyway. Matilda and I had been friendly enough with people in town. Put it behind us in time. You can imagine the other brothers had little reason to remain. Poor old Adok's heart gave out that night. It was too much for him. God rest his soul. I'm not sure what happened to the others, all gone in any case. But, the whole thing's a sensitive subject, Magdalena. Why are you asking?
I want to honor everyone who fought in the revolt in the Red House mural. I want to portray the event truthfully in the mural. So I'm trying to hear everyone's account of the event. I talked to some others in the town, but all the stories seem to conflict. I want to hear your perspective so I can paint the mural. I'll say that one.
For the sake of seeing it portrayed right, I'll tell you what I remember. Wait, Magdalena, here, come cut out some cookies with me first. That way we won't fall behind while we chat. You'd be grateful for the help. Oh, cookies!
Oh, fuck yeah.
Cookies! Alright, Magdalena, cut out the cookies from the dough. Set them aside so Simon can put them in the tray. If he doesn't eat them first. We'll need a good number in a variety of shapes, so don't hesitate to change which cutter you use. You have to have enough for the whole town, after all.
Select.
Good. Rotate it.
Oh. Amazing. I want to maximize this.
Oh, look how good it looks.
Cut. What? What? No?
Oh, hi, Quicks. Quixotic coward. Making some birds. Making some bird cookies. When you flip the heart upside down, it kind of looks like balls.
Yeah.
Are you done?
No? What?
Oh. Not really that many.
What? Let me try again. What?
Wait, why did you get rid of them?
Oh, I don't know.
Alright, now don't forget, we need a lot of cookies in all the shapes, so don't just stick to one press.
the hell?
Speed! Speed! Didn't realize there was a fail state for this.
I think I clicked a button or something. I clicked close by accident.
Wow. Circle. That's so cute. The cookies are pretty cute.
Hmm. Gotta min-max a bit here. Really? Come on. What? Come on. Why?
Circle. Oh, it looks like a pie. We made a blueberry tart the other day. It was fucking yummy.
Oh, yes. That it was.
Baking is fun. I forgot that it's fun to do stuff when you have an oven. We haven't had an oven in like 4 years. So, first time baking in a while. A bird will fit there.
Sure though.
And that will fit. Blueberries are yum. What's your favorite berry?
Hmm. Sure. Strawberry's easy. Blueberry's nice. I'm not a big raspberry fan. Don't know why. Yeah.
We only have 3 hearts.
I got 3 hearts. They're so big. Hmm.
I think blueberries are
Pretty good.
watermelon. We're doing the berry rabbit hole again. What's your favorite like botanical berry?
Yeah, I'm focusing on cookies right now.
What's your
Can't
favorite
think.
cookie?
Guess I'm not thinking about cookies that well.
No, you're not.
I guess I'm more thinking about shapes. That doesn't
What's your
help.
favorite shape?
Fucking this bird right here.
This bird right here.
Favorite shape. Always has been. Sucks.
My favorite berry is probably blueberry because it is fucking yummy. It is a super fruit.
Yes. We love superfruits around here. Need some birds in here. No?
I actually like all of them except raspberry. Except raspberry?
Never been big on raspberry either.
I like raspberries, but I don't like them as much as berries.
I think that's it. Close.
My favorite cookie? Tim Tam.
Tim Tam is great. Honestly, but I love a chocolate chip cookie. That's probably my favorite cookie.
My favorite
actually.
shape? Star. These look wonderful. Thank you. I had a raspberry blondie for breakfast this morning. That does sound good. I think raspberries are good in contrast with something. because they are so, like, raspberries are like kind of sour, sort of, compared to other berries.
Yeah.
And I think that works really, really well.
Who did that?
We already got uncursed. That
Oh my
was
God.
early. That works really well with like vanilla and stuff. So vanilla and raspberry is like really fucking good.
Mm.
Raspberry by themselves, not that good. Although I will eat a punnet of like every other kind of berry, straight up.
Yeah.
Well, there's no music in this part, so pretty good.
I'm still muting it. There
What
was a bit of sounds.
What the kerfuff, Mikey?
What?
What the kerfuff,
What
Mikey?
the kerfuff?
Did the uncursing. Are you ready?
Oh. Alright, let's do it. Throat's a bit sore today as well,
Oh, okay.
but I'll do it anyway. Say you don't know me or recognize my face. Say you don't care who goes to that kind of place.
Knee deep in the hoopla, sinking in your fight. Too many runaways,
Eating up the night. Marconi plays the mamba. Listen to the radio. Don't you remember?
we built this city.
We built this city on rock and roll. We built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. Built this city. We built this city on rock and roll.
Wow.
What?
Okay,
We're back.
coming out of that is still still a little bit broken, but
But alas, we're here.
can you change out orders?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright.
You can make more if you want, but it looks like we have enough.
I think that's good for now.
Thanks for helping, Magdalena. I also want to look up how to make a blondie. I think it would be really good.
I feel like we made those before. They're
We've
just
made
like sugar
brownies
cakes.
before.
I feel like we've done sugar cakes before.
A blondie is a brownie that is white chocolate.
Oh, I see.
I
Right.
think. I think it's
Oh,
white
yeah,
chocolate.
yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right.
Sugar cookies are just basically what the tart part was made out of on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
tart.
A bit boring to make those on their own, but great for tarts.
It's also fucking delicious, but also it is just eating butter and sugar.
Yeah.
We'd better keep going if we're going to have everything ready by the procession tonight. So, what can we tell you, Mags?
I heard that the Landsknechts came into town before the revolt and warned everyone to leave the abbey alone. But things really had been talked out, or was it too late by then? Why didn't anybody listen? They were trained soldiers and they killed so many people. Did the abbot really think threatening you would work? I'm gonna say the top one.
There were some people who wanted to talk. Master Mailer worked hard to keep the peace, but after Otto was killed... Oh, Andreas, a shame how he died. He was at the... We at the monastery were fond of him.
Laura said she and the other peasants felt the same way. Dad said he was instrumental in keeping the revolt from getting out of hand. He regrets not standing by him.
Yes, he was. He had a personal dinner with the abbot. Tried to discuss things, I believe. A pity that they couldn't make an arrangement. Yes, Andreas did a lot of good for Tassing, and Kersel too. Even if the old abbot failed to admit that. He even revealed corruption in our own midst. Our old prior Fernic had been doing witchcraft in the... I still grieve that he died in the abbey fire. I know that your father does too, Magda.
But wasn't the revolt in general justified? Would it have been best to leave the matter alone? It sounds like no one should have opposed the abbey at all. I'll say a top one, see how they react.
Yes, I think so. We couldn't even collect in the forest without a fee. Dad kept saying that we couldn't live with higher and higher taxes. The night that Otto died, the abbot was trying to excommunicate everyone for celebrating St. John. A lot of people thought the abbot killed him in revenge. Turns out it was Hannah, the innkeeper's wife. I still say that she was pressured into it by the miller. Still, after Otto and Ulrich, that was too much. We burned the mill, both bastards inside. The abbey promised to help if Andreas found out the person who killed Otto. All we wanted was to talk.
But didn't you say that you just burned down the mill? But the abbot ordered the Landsknechts to stop you. You mean no one was supposed to burn the abbey down?
That is true. Why would anyone want that? We sought justice, not murder. It was too much for Peter. Lionheart was one thing, but he just killed Ulrich. To burn down the abbey! When the Landsknechts saw the fire, they thought that they had another revolt. Even Father Gernot couldn't stop them. We all fled. Brother Florence saved as many as he could, but Peter was wrong to burn down the abbey, but the soldiers did. But what the soldiers did, that was awful. Dad died trying to protect me, stabbed in the chest. I don't even remember what he was wearing, but I remember how dark the blood was when we found him. Almost black, sticky like freckle. Dad socked one of the soldiers in the face, but another was right there, and... Magdalene, can we stop talking about this?
Of course, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset anyone. Yes, thank you for talking to me. I'll do my best on the mural.
Good luck. We'll see you at the procession later.
Till then. Time to go to the commons for the...
Look at that tiny
thing.
owl! Look at that tiny
Oh,
owl!
the tiny owl.
Look at that tiny
Yeah.
owl on top of the
Should
inn
we
sign.
check?
That's
I
so
want
funny.
to check if some of the nuns are around.
Yeah.
Smoky. Oh, can't go in there. The Arbor Abbey is too snowed in. Won't be able to visit the poor Clares
Oh.
for a while.
Snowed in.
Hmm.
Can you do your best John Wick impression?
Yeah, give me a line.
The line is, yeah.
Yeah!
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. You wanna hear mine?
Hmm? Yeah.
Yeah. For the...
Loving husband.
And you may say to yourself, my God, get up, get moving.
Church. Now do Patrick Star doing John Wick.
I didn't watch much SpongeBob. I didn't have Nickelodeon.
It's the same voice.
Oh, okay.
Good.
Alright. Yeah! How's that?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh, wait. Can't go in there. Forest always looks bare in the winter. No one comes out here this time of year. Makes sense. You can't do a smoky and...
Can't smoke in here, it's snowing.
Yeah. What are you doing?
What are you
Put that
doing?
out.
That shouldn't be possible. Imagine, anytime anyone smokes a cigarette
Oh my god.
in the snow, one single snowflake lands on the end of it and pulls it out. That's what happens every time.
They
it snows.
auto-aim.
They're like missiles. Christ, it's too damn cold. Oh, good you made it, Magda. I was getting worried that you had missed the procession.
I wouldn't miss the Kirstenlauf for the world. I've been so busy trying to finish the mural, I lost track of time.
I'll be sure to take some time to relax tonight. It is a feast day after all. Shh, it's starting. Oh, Artemis looks so lovely. I'd love to... What the fuck?
Oh my god, don't kill me.
They're killing them! I'd love to be the bright saint one year, leading off all the demons in the woods. Oh! Oh my goodness.
Or the demons.
They're demons. That's the only type of boys that'll follow you, Artemis. Haha. Polo, stop that. Sorry, Mom. Stina, see the Perchen?
Named after the Germanic goddess Percha. Perchen are supernatural creatures, similar to devils who follow Percha in the Wild Hunt.
So scary. I don't like it. Shh, Andreas. You're alright. They're the only costume. Big masks and the neighbors are wearing, remember? Oh, it's so cold. Magdalena, would you want to be the bright saint or one of the Perchen?
I want to be the bright saint. The crown is my favorite part. Or a Perchen. They're so spooky. I don't want to be part of the procession. I enjoy watching. What do you
Definitely
think?
one of the masks.
Goth girl, here we go.
I think the mask would get stuffy, but it would be fun to take part in. You'll get your chance, don't worry. Casting's done the Persian laugh as long as I can remember. Everyone in town's been a part of the procession before. In fact, we should look at who isn't visible, just in case we need to remember who might be in a mask and does a murder later. Is Thomas here?
Thomas. Is he behind the text? The person with the fingers up?
That could be him.
Can't tell. Stultz is here. Baltus is here.
Wait, is Martin here?
Martin is here.
What about
That guy's there.
what about the rich guy?
Between Stultz? Yeah, he's
Yeah,
there.
Okay, so everyone who's sus is here that I can see.
Alright, let's continue. Oh yeah, Thomas is here. He's
Yeah.
right behind us. I wish Dad could be here. The hair on my neck is standing up again. Oh, this is boring. Why are we just standing in the snow? What's the point? I want to see that.
You'll see next year, surely. And you can go home and describe it all to him. As beautiful as ever. As goddamn long as ever. Well, at least we're gonna eat after this. Oh, the whole town gets to eat together. That's cute. Oh, hey, Mags.
Oh, he's drunk.
Magda, whatever. Mags. You made it. I was worried for a minute that you'd skip out on the fun. Merry Christmas, Mags.
Merry Christmas, it's tipsy already? How are you responsible for someone on the town council? Don't hog all the best beer before I've had some, you pig.
Haha, better hurry. I think Big Yorg is on his third already. Baltus made a special batch this year. Alexander and Kaz look like they're going to play something too.
Oh, I hope they play Christ Born on Christmas Day. That's my favorite. Did you forget Casimir's name, or are you giving everyone nicknames tonight?
That's a secret, Max. Come on, let's go get some food.
I thought that was cheeky, but our face is like,
Ahem. Hey! Everyone listen up. Yorg would like to speak. Yes, thank you, Veronica. On behalf of our town council, I wanted to thank everyone for coming tonight.
speech, speech. Listen intensely.
This year has been tough on us all. We've had more snowfall than anyone can remember. The early frost gave us a small harvest. Folk haven't come through the pass as often. Nico, you've been short on customers. We've all missed the trade. Alexander and Kazueos, you've been kept from your journey. Natsu, the snow has kept you from returning home. I know that we felt the lack of Klaus in this town, as he's bedridden these past few months. Yet, the Lord has blessed us with each other, cheerful guests, and good company. Cheers! Amen! Thank be God, God bless! Yeah! Yeah! Though this season has been rough, God knows we still have a lot to celebrate this Christmas. And Endris, you made tools we couldn't have gone without. Just practicing, just doing my job, sir. Dr. Schultz, you've kept us all in good humors. Proof of my experience, York, in such cruel weather.
I thought this was from the town council, not to it.
Yeah, he's only,
should be cheeky?
he's only congratulating people who are on the council.
I'm gonna be cheeky.
It's Werner. He can't go a day without somebody puffing him up. Magdalena, you've painted the mural for us.
Thank you all for entrusting me with this task. I've done my best to honor Tassing's history. I only wish that my father were here to celebrate it close completion with you all. Despite some doubts from the town council, I'm happy to say the mural is nearly complete.
In this house, we love Big York.
I'll say the top one.
I think Big York is
Big York is good.
Alexander and Casimirs, you've spread good cheer in the early winter nights. Our pleasure, truly. And especially tonight, I think we should thank Baltus for making such a wonderful beer for us all to enjoy. Huzzah! Woo! Yay! Woo! No, please. Gnazzi helped me tremendously. It's thanks to him, really. Ah, well, grazie. He's done a little bow. And thanks to our Lord who has graciously provided us this feast. Yeah.
Lord protect him.
Thanks to deep pockets. Casimir and I shall play later in the evening, so please come to us with songs if you have one in mind. Oh, they take requests!
Oh,
They take requests.
sing the shepherds something.
Yeah, go. Get him. Well, that's it, everyone. If I may, Yorg, I'd like to bless this great feast our Lord has provided for us. Of course, Father. Today, we have come together to celebrate the birth of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Just as our Lord has provided for us with this meal, so did Christ provide us bread of life. Oh, hi, Ella.
Hey.
Welcome to the stream. So please join me in prayer. Blessed us, O Lord, and these thy gifts. Oh! Which we are about to receive.
Hi.
You are the gift that they have just
It's me.
received. Yes. Through Christ our Lord. Amen. Amen.
Amen. Get him.
Now please, everyone, I know Baltus made a fine beer, but remember that temperance is a virtue. Celebrate the Christ child as though his manger were here with us.
The whole point that there wasn't any room in the inn? Wasn't the whole point that there wasn't any room in the inns?
Celebrate the Christ child as though his manger were here with us. I don't know what that means.
Squint.
Oh, like, because, is it like, in the story there wasn't enough room?
I'm gonna squint.
Squint. Marie's gonna have to go. I hope you enjoy the rest of the stream and get to finish the game. Man, maybe one day we'll finish the game. Thanks for coming, Marie. See you next time.
See ya.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Finally, let's eat. Yeah, woohoo. Where you go? Where you going?
Where you going? Oh. Where's he going? Suspicious.
Why is he the only one that left? What do you think? Is he sus?
Suspicious. He is sus.
Magdalena, you finally came over to say hello.
Hello, Gannets. You've decided to use my full name now, have you? I'm gonna say hello again.
Hello, Magdalena.
Happy Christmas, even until.
Magdalena, how good to see you. How is that mural coming along in the rat house? Almost finished it, I hear. That's right. The last I heard about it, you were still working in the middle section. History of the Saints, right?
Yes, Mother Francisca was kind enough to invite me into the convent, so I could use the cloister as a reference. Oh yeah, I may have told Mother Francisca that I wanted to become a sister so I could see inside. I finished that section now. The old abbey ruin. The ruins were hard to climb through, but I wanted to paint it right. Say that.
Oh, but the remains of the abbey are so run down. That sounds dangerous. You went into the abbey, Magdalena, without me.
Why the hell would I bring you?
He's like the fucking guy right now when he's drunk. He's like the guy who's like, you text. Hold on, BRB, gonna go have a shower, and then he's like, without me.
Of course I did.
Haha, quite a capable young woman you are, Magdalena. Still. Not that I'm encouraging it, mind. Where's my hug? Yeah, he's like a bit. He's like,
Yeah.
where's my hug? Clearly, you can handle yourself since you made it back without any problems. I did warn you about the dangers. Not that I told you to go digging her out down there, mind. Anyway, Magdalena, what are you painting on the mural now?
I'm working on deciphering the revolt, but I think I angered Agnes when I asked her about it.
That's right. You were just a few years old then. God, it's been so long. Don't worry about Agnes. She acts cranky, but she's never truly upset with anyone. It took years for Tassing to recover after that night. Thank God we've come a long way since then. Otto would be proud of what the town has accomplished.
I think so too. It's a shame he died without seeing what the town became.
It is. Pray that St. Maurice has blessed him in heaven and for all the work Otto did in his name. I'm sure that the Lord has made a space for him. You know what, Magdalena? I think he would be especially proud of you for memorializing Tassing in the mural. He'd be thrilled to think that you'd become a part of the family.
I'm honored you think so.
Oh,
Wait, are you proposing I marry his son? Oh god, I don't want to marry it!
This is awkward.
I don't know.
I guess the middle one is like,
The least aggressive one right now. I'll do that.
you're a capable young woman, Magdalena. Marriage is the next stage in life for you. We'll have to speak with Klaus, of course, but you and Utz are a great match.
Alright, I'll mention it to Dad. Stare awkwardly. He is very drunk.
Yeah, he's not at his best right now.
Stare awkwardly.
Anyway, I don't mean to keep you chatting away with us older folk. Have fun and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Eva. Till. Merry Christmas, Utz.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, Mags. I don't think they would have made him leave the room unless there was a reason. Do you think he just has to do some priest thing
Probably.
at this time of day? Or do you think he's sus?
I think he's sus. But I wonder if I should keep talking to people or if I should run after him.
I don't know if Werner will have anything for you. I don't know if any of these guys will have anything for you, to be honest, because you...
Actually, I can't leave.
Oh,
I
so
think
guess
I
you
am
have
supposed to
to
talk to everyone. Or at least end it with these.
Oh, Smokey's
sweet...
here.
Yeah.
Hello, Magdalena. Happy Christmas to you. Good evening, Magdalena. I like how, what's his name? Apollo is just like watching us and eating in every scene.
Yeah, and his face is very...
I love how animated.
Animated.
Actually, we haven't talked about this, but the animation for
We
this
have.
style
It's good.
is really good. Like, we've complimented the art style itself,
I
but
have
the
po-
way that they're moving really suits how the art style looks.
I pointed that out. It's really nice.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas to you too.
Eric, Andreas, say hello to Mr. Stigrin. Hi. Oh, hi. Oh, Andreas, don't be shy. You know Mistress Magdalena. Sorry, Magdalena, he's still a bit quiet.
That's alright. There's a lot of commotion here tonight.
Alex in the stream. Hi.
I'm just gonna say.
Hello, it's me, Max Headroom.
Oh no, we're being
Or should I
hacked.
say, Max Edroom, because I'm British.
Oh, that's good. Hello, Ulrike. Hello, Andreas.
How did you like your speech, Magdalena?
It's good. Remind of everything we still have. We all need to hear it. Yeah.
Before putting him up to it at the last moment, it was all well done. Well, Werner insisted someone on the council make a speech. I didn't particularly want it to be me. But York did it justice. You can always count on him to speak from the heart, especially a few drinks in. Kisses?
Oh.
For me? Drummer boy, welcome to the stream.
Hello.
And you may ask yourself, have I have water? Well,
Yum 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 yum. Yes, that new emote is very good, Cubics. I'm sure a very, very cool person did that for you. I give shout out. There you go. Anybody else in here that I can shout? Oats. Can always shout Oats. Truthfully, I think much of the town needed some encouragement tonight. Passing hasn't had such a hard season since the revolt. Yes, I'm sorry. It's Christmas. We shouldn't speak of such sad times.
Let's toast to better then.
Cheers to that. Although, there is an old Latin proverb my dad used to say to me. Ignis aureum prod, mystera fortres euros.
Fire is the test of gold. Misery is the proof of strong men. Saying from Ovid.
Was it? I never knew. There's no question the revolt left Tassing worse off, but seeing the town now gives me hope. You're such an artist, Magdalena. I think you can see it too.
I think I do. Things seem brighter for Tessing somehow.
Yes, these miserable days gave us the resilience we needed to push ahead, make things better. The next generation, like you or Yuta and the twins, you saw what it was like to fight for ourselves. I can't remember who's Yuta's parents are.
No.
To stand up to tyranny, even at the cost of losing our homes and lives. To be honest, most nights I'm grateful for the revolt.
Really?
Oh yes, you wouldn't remember, but life was already terrible before that night. The revolt burned away the dead wood that had rotted Tassing for decades. God knows my father was an evil man. His death released me from years of fear. The revolt gave me courage to face him, to become better than him. I think something of the same happened when the Abbey was destroyed. Things had gone as they always did. Well, I doubt we'd be having such a Christmas feast tonight. The cost was high, but resulted in as much joy as grief.
I hadn't thought about it that way.
Because of the revolt, I could marry Paul, and we could supply grain to the peasants for a fair price. Our children will grow up without fear that ruled over my life as I got older. No moment in life is entirely good or bad, Maggie. What matters is how we choose to see it.
That's a wonderful way to look at it, Anna. Thank you.
Oh, well, it's something I learned from one of Father Thomas's sermons. I took it to heart when my father died. Thomas mentioned. Don't forget to take some time to have some fun tonight, alright? Mommy, I want another cookie! Shh, don't yell, sweetie. Excuse us, Madalena, seems we have cookies to fetch.
Of course. Merry Christmas to you all.
Merry Christmas, Magdalene.
Veronica.
This guy's personal trauma is valid and all, but gosh, he's starting to sound a little population control. I think he's just seeing the silver lining.
What, Paul?
He's trying to see the silver lining, because the pre-revolt world was so unjust
Yeah.
that like the classes had been the
And
peasants
and
had
his
been
dad
so,
was an
so
awful
lower
man.
class.
Yeah.
The peasants were literally dying from hunger. So what he's saying is like after the abbey was cleared, people no longer have to pay
At
to
least
get
something good came out of
to
it.
get like basic needs like flour and
Yeah.
grains.
And I mean, at least in his case, it was better. And him being now running the mill
Yeah.
and being with the baker girl at
Yeah.
least means that bread is cheaper now.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I think that's what they're saying. But
Yeah.
I don't think he's saying that they should have died. I think he's saying
No.
that the silver lining in the horrible like
Not
result of
not
deaths
everything is bad all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I
kind of-
think
I
that's
kind of
something we
agree
do
with him.
actually have to live with.
I think I kind
As
of
awful
agree
as
with him.
everything
In the
is.
context of this story, I think he makes the most sense of the people whose opinions we've had so far. It's also like the one of the only opinions that was pro revolt.
Yeah.
Like the other option would have been not to revolt, which is also not good.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, Magdalena. Enjoying the celebration?
Who doesn't love an excuse to drink? Say that.
Sometimes I think the church made so many feast days just to see that we could drink a little more. Haha, don't let Father Thomas hear you, York. I'm just glad that the excuse to stay indoors. For the excuse to stay indoors all day. I swear, the cold seeps into your bones. I can't remember a cold winter. Frost keeps edging around our windows at night. At least the hinges will last through the winter. Ah, those damn hinges again. Anyway, like you had said, it's nice to have a night of good company and cheer.
Paul told me he put you up to making a speech in the first place. Why'd you do it? You seem hesitant tonight, York. Maybe you should work on speaking in front of people. Thank you for mentioning my father in your speech, York. He'd be glad to know he was missed.
You're welcome, Magdalena. Klaus is a good man. We all miss him as part of the community. To be honest, I didn't expect to make a speech tonight. I just thought about what happened in town earlier this year.
That's right. Told me to do it.
What? He did? Oh, that bastard. Yeah, Werner kept going on about how someone should say something. Paul said that I was the most charismatic of anyone on the council. He said that. Well, he said that I would make the best amount of people angry. Least amount of people angry over it. Walter said it was my charisma.
I thought it was fitting for the season, York. Paul did too. Told me so himself.
Oh, thanks, that's good. I'm glad people liked it. To be honest, I never thought I'd be someone people in Tassing listened to.
But you've always been part of the town council.
We didn't always have a council. It wasn't until the night of the revolt that I really felt like I could do things on my own, be my own man. I love my father, but what he did, I thought it had doomed the town.
The whole affair was the abbot's fault, Peter. Peter did the right thing. A lot of terrible things happened all at once. No one can shoulder all the blame themselves.
No, but my dad chose violence. He chose to destroy the abbey. I always went along with him because he was my dad. He had to be right. That night was the first time I thought any different. I learned that night that you can fight for something right and still choose the wrong way to do it. And I swore that I would never let that happen again. The revolt broke down everything I thought I knew about Tassing, about myself. But it made a lot of things better for Tassing. That makes me hopeful.
What do you mean?
Well, our new lord is strict, but he made a deal with us. The council let us govern ourselves. As much as I was grumbling earlier today, Yorg is right. Life changed in Tassing, and even though the first few years hurt hard, we're better for it now. No abbot looking down on us, making stupid laws as he sees it. Our lord lives days away. As long as we pay our taxes, we're left alone. It's a better life for Artemis and Apollo than we had. So that she's agreeing with it now.
Yeah.
Because earlier she was like, pretty hard with like this and that. Doesn't make a big like the grumpy ladies that she was with, the older lady, was very much like
They were ranting.
there was no point because we were suffering anyway, so now we're just suffering in a different way.
Yeah. Choosing to live differently than your dad was brave. I think you and the rest of the council have done a great job. That's the whole point, isn't it? Without the revolt, you couldn't have been able to give the twins a better life. So, even though you disagree with Peter's actions, they made a better life for you. I'll say that.
In some horrible way, I guess that's right. God granted us the courage to live with our actions. I've done the best I can to do right by the town and Dad. Anyway, I'm going for another pint. Anyone else? Another for me, yo. Magdalena?
I'll get myself another one later. Thanks.
Alright, we'll see you later then, Magdalena. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone. The intellectuals.
What?
Oh, fucking. Merry Christmas, Werner.
Huh, what's merry about it?
To celebrate the birth of Christ the Savior, friends and family coming together to feast, witnessing the Persian love. Are you still on a raving crusade against God?
What is that supposed to mean?
You don't remember your diatribe last month? It was very in this very inn.
See, I've told you before, Werner. Did I ask you, Balthazar? No, be merry, my friends. Drink and be merry. Finally, someone with some sense.
You two have been fighting for years. Isn't right now the perfect time to resolve your disagreements?
No. I fear that ship may have sailed a while ago, Magdalena.
God teaches us all to forgive. I can't believe that. It's never too late.
God has willed it. There is little you can do, my dear. What he said.
Fine then. Be this way.
Gladly. Now, can I, at last, get myself another drink? Not to worry, Magdalena. Just enjoy the feast. Perhaps a dance later, hmm?
We'll see. Until later, gentlemen. That's people.
Happy Christmas, Magdalena. Magdalena, dear. Merry Christmas, Magda. God bless.
Merry Christmas, everyone. How are you all enjoying the feast?
Utterly delightful. A hearty meal, a mug of Balthus's latest brew, everything a soul could wish for. It's everything your ample belly could wish for. I am as God made me in his infinite wisdom.
I can see you all in a great mood.
Impossible not to be, when I look at all the families gathered here tonight. The laughter of the children running around, the love that brings a community together. We're blessed.
Certainly better than all the arguing.
As long as you have moments such as this to realize that we matter to each other. Well said, darling. To the four of us. Natvali!
Salute.
I'm so happy I married you, Endris. The day I was inspired to come to find you in Innsbruck was the most important day of my life. Ah, love at long last. We all know the feeling, don't we, Washler? The path before us filled with thorns and thistles. Make sure to prepare for that, Magdalena. There will always be some thorns in the path.
I'll do what I can. Already quite familiar with it, thank you. And what's next for the happy couples? Any plans for children? I'm gonna say that.
You'll do fine. You're strong and stubborn, just like your mother.
I never knew my mother. I hope so. Well, I'll let you continue with the celebrations.
Stay safe, dear. Make most of the night. You've earned it. Bless you, Magdalena. Enjoy the feast. God bless you.
And music time.
Hit it, white boy. Ah, Mistress Magdalena. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Alexander. Merry Christmas, Kazimiza. Enjoying the night? How do you say it?
I
don't
think
know.
it's Casimir's.
Kazimiz.
Very much so. The cookies especially. I haven't had such a wonderful gingerbread in ages. We were just setting up to perform. Did you have any particular song in mind you want us to play? Between the two of us, we know all the Christmas songs between here and Spain.
What about Be Welcome to Us, Lord Christ? I always like good Christian men rejoice. What about From Heaven Above to Earth I Come? Was this the one that we said we were hoping to hear?
I think so, but I can't remember.
Let's try that.
Ah, classic. We know that one well. Once Kaz and I play, what we've prepared, we'll be sure to play that one. But do they know Grandma got hit by a reindeer? Merry Christmas, everyone! Since it's Christmas, Casimir's and I... Casimires and I wanted to share a special song with all of you. The spirit of giving. Please enjoy.
In dulce jubilo, nun singet und seid froh, unsers Herzens Wonne liegt in Praesepio, und leuchtet als die Sonne, Matris in
Oh, the animation's so cool.
Oh,
Look at us swishing the
Yeah.
beer around.
Alpha et O.
Oh, the animation's super nice.
O Jesu,
It's cute.
nach dir ist mir so weh.
I'm trying to see if there's anybody else missing that's significant besides Thomas who left.
Durch alle deine Güte, o Princeps Gloriae, trae me poste, trae me poste.
Yeah, whoa!
yeah! Wow, get him, yeah!
Thank you, truly. Pleasure. Well, now please return to your drinks. We'll be playing all night. Happy Christmas. Oh, I guess it passes time, maybe? Every time you pick a song.
Has it got a big York?
Where's Martin? Hey Magdalena, sorry to bother you during the feast.
Oh, hello, York. Did you need something?
Well, all the chatter around the revolt earlier had me thinking. You're nearly done with the mural, aren't you? Last time you talked to the council, you said you were working on the final portion, painting the revolt. I don't mean to nag during the feast, though. That's Veronica's job. Women.
I should have done it soon. I've been listening to people around town talk about the revolt, so I'll get a better idea of how to paint it. Everyone has a different idea of how that night happened. But I think I finally settled on how I want to depict it.
Yeah?
I want to honor the peasants stood for. I'll show Otto giving a speech and the soldiers in the distance. I'll paint the peasants burning the abbey and the mill, and the Landsknecht defending the monks. I think I'll show the aftermath of the revolt and paint the ruined abbey surrounded by everyone who died and their families.
Sounds really...
I think I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, the top one is like what I would pick, but like also I guess
I think he would like it too.
yeah, the bottom one is like kind of really sad,
Yeah.
but also it is kind of the middle one is just bad. That
Yeah.
one's just like wrong. Bottom one is also kind of sad, like in the let's focus on the badness of it kind of way, but it also memorializes all the people. But yeah, I think Otto giving the speech is the most like
I'll do this one.
that's a good perspective. It shows what happened without being too detailed about, well, what happened. I'm sure everyone will love it. Klaus will be proud of the design you've picked. Eva will like it especially. Anyway, I'll get out of your way. We've got better things to do. I think Oates was looking for you.
I'm certain he is. I think I actually go home for the night. I've had enough of Ertz flirting, and I should check in on my dad.
Tell him hello from all of us, alright?
I will. Good night, York.
Good night, Magdalena.
Better be
He
alright.
better be okay.
Cutscene.
Oh!
Oh, she's alive.
Amelie jump scare! What? She's still there!
Hmm.
God bless you and Merry Christmas, Magdalene.
Oh, Merry Christmas, Sister Emily. Were we bothering you with the noise next door?
No, not at all. Hearing people celebrating Christ's birth brings me great joy. Christmas should be a heartening time here for us all.
I enjoyed seeing everyone's feeling better about the future, especially after Tassing has endured. I always think there's something healing about coming together and celebrating Christmas. There's nothing like a warm mug of beer and music to warm up the drink. The dark winter days, I thought they'd never end. These are both good. Say that one.
People here have suffered greatly. We must always find hope in the midst of despair. It is fitting to celebrate Christ's birth on days with such little light. People need Christmas in depths of winter to remind them that spring will return. We will have a chance to live again. Magdalena, who is that? What?
Who is that?
What was that?
Hey, wait!
Oh!
Please excuse me, Sister Emily. I need to check on my father.
Of course, God bless you.
Thank you, Sister. They had a beard.
I hope Dad's gonna be a... What? Oh!
The door's open. Someone here? Dad? Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, thank God.
Magdalena, is that you? What's the matter?
Someone was standing near the house. The door was open. I was afraid something might have happened to you.
Sorry, I didn't hear anything. Been asleep most of the day, most of the evening too. Worried about you, Magdalene.
You worry about me?
You're working too hard. I know taking care of me takes up so much of your time. I know how hard you've been working on the mural.
I wanted to finish it before Christmas. I know how important it is to you.
For you to work this hard, it has to be important to you.
It is important to me.
Not gonna make it, Magdalene.
It's not true. Are you a doctor now? I know.
It's alright. This is just life. Glad I'm going before you, even if it's sooner than either of us would like. I've already seen so much death in my time.
I just wanted to show you what I could do. I wanted you to be proud of me.
I have been, every day of your life. You've never needed to prove anything to me. I wish I could stay and see the mural when you finish it, but I don't need to. I know it will be more beautiful than anything these old hands will ever make.
Mom was the artist.
She was. I followed in her shadow. But you don't have to follow in mine. You can already see things that I never could. See things and make them real.
I'm trying.
You're doing it. Whether I die tonight or tomorrow or the next day, I'm not going to be here much longer. One morning you're going to wake up and you're going to have to do things for yourself. Love things for yourself, and you have to share it with the world. Love is the only reason to do anything in life. Oh, all this talking. Too much. Could you bring me something to eat?
Of course, Dad. You haven't eaten all day.
And I missed the Christmas feast too. I can't believe nobody brought me a cook.
I'll go get some soup.
Soup mention?
Soup mention. Cutscene.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh! Klaus. I'm sorry, Klaus. About everything.
No, wait.
You're here! Wait, what? Is this Andreas?
Should I speak for this person? Yeah, I
guess
guess
so.
I'm being... I've been trying to keep Magdalene safe. I think so. These days I feel like my mind has been cracking apart. I thought I could stop all of this. But I couldn't. So many people paid the price. I've been trying to figure it out this whole time. After the fire, it's all I could think about. That and them. They've never left me. They're still there, all in the dance of death. The Baron, Piero, Baron, Anna, Peter, Otto, Casper,
No, no, Casper!
No.
That's so sad.
August, and now you.
Dad? Oh god, it's you! Who are you? What are you doing to my father? Magdalena, it's alright, it's alright.
I should have said that. I'm sorry, I've forgotten my manners after all these years. And you've likely forgotten my face, or what it once was. Oh my god!
Magdalena, this is Andreas Melo. Back from the dead.
The earliest memory I have is of you running into a burning library. I'm sorry. I don't understand. No one could have survived that. Maybe I should have, but I did.
I don't understand, Andreas. Where have you been all these years?
Hiding from the world. In the ruins, mostly. Sometimes in the woods, when it was warm. Warm. Stealing bread from Gret, stealing books from you.
Oh, so I wasn't going crazy.
It's the only thing that kept my mind from forgetting what words are. Wait, how did you survive that fire? With some difficulty. I grabbed as many books as I could and threw them into the scriptorium. When the smoke got too thick, I started to black out. The next thing I remember was Casper pulling me into the crypt.
Your apprentice, the boy. You sent him back to Salzburg.
He didn't leave. He waited in the woods and watched what was happening. When he saw me in the window of the library, he ran through the crypt and saved me. And he died.
And he did.
Oh, and he did. But he saw what I was trying to save, the books, and went back in. I couldn't stop him. I was barely conscious. He never came back out, Klaus. When I woke up, everyone was dead and gone. I couldn't face any of you. I couldn't go back to Sabine, that empty house. So I hid.
That's so sad. That means that if we had failed,
Actually been mean to him.
if we had like, yeah, because we failed the check to have Casper leave, so he didn't leave. But if we had not failed the check to have him leave, he probably would have survived.
Maybe he would have survived, yeah.
And then somebody else probably still would have saved Andreas in
Yeah.
that timeline. But still, it's like really sad.
Why have you been following me? I thought you were trying to kill me. What happened at the mine was an accident. I just stepped too close to the edge. I'm sorry. I was afraid to talk to you afraid to talk to anyone. Did you leave us those notes, the ones with the purple writing? Ah. No, those were written by a different occult hand. One that does not want you to finish your mural. One that has killed and may kill again to stop you from telling Tassing's history. Tassing's history? Why? Because Tessing's real history is at odds with the story we've all been told. It's been covered bit by bit, layer by layer, until it could no longer be seen. But it's still here. It's always been here, hidden beneath our feet.
It's that like Roman Colosseum or whatever the
Yeah.
fuck she uncovered.
It's still protected, haunted by the specter of death that has hung over this place for generations.
Red Puller.
The Red Puller, beneath our feet? What are you talking about? The person who attacked your father is the same person who manipulated someone into killing Otto Zimmerman.
And Lawrence Rothvogel.
Yes, and they've traveled through the Roman aqueduct that connects Tessing and Chiesa. It's a network of tunnels I've been quite familiar with. And I've seen the ghost that haunts them, that can squeeze through the tiniest openings. I've seen it bend itself in half to reach places I could never follow. I've traveled along every inch of the aqueduct and the old city, but there is one place I have never found. The layer where the Red Puller retreats to, the ancient Roman temple that it is determined to hide from view. The Mifrarium, you found it? No, but I mapped out darkness between the collapsed tunnels. And I believe I know how to get there. Come with me, I'll show you.
Oh, such catharsis. Are we actually going to finish the game?
God, we better.
Oh,
Now?
maybe we're actually going to finish the game tonight. What do you think?
I hope so. If the thread puller becomes aware of what we're doing, well, I don't know what they'll do. We need to act quickly. Will you be alright?
Yes, I'll be fine. Protect my daughter, Andreas.
With my life, Klaus, I promise. Alright, let's find the Mytherium.
Andreas has such old man swag now.
The rat house? What are we doing here? When the men dug the foundation, they found Roman ruins that had been buried over time. Lucky never wasted stone, so he used a Roman wall as one of the cellars. There's a way inside. To the hidden place. Are you alright? Yes? Alright, into the Ratschkeller.
This is so cool.
With the Rathskeller.
Really Kenobi'd up. This is so fucking cool.
Yeah. Fucking forward. Alright, that wall is different. Does that mean this is the place? No, it's two-sided, new and old. This was above ground once. It carried water. Look.
Oh! Cornelius mention.
Alright, I think I can make it out. Cornelius goes to the bath today and completes the 6th step in the Mytherium. Yes, you see? No, I most certainly do not see, Andreas. Well, here.
Okay. Dude's ripped.
A warning would be nice. Oh, sorry. I'm not used to being around people. This is the aqueduct. The aqueduct carries water to the bath, so you think this will take us to the Mytherium? Exactly. You seem quite confident. We know it exists. I know where it is not. I believe this is the only place it could be. It must be near the baths. You believe it? You believe it? Well, you've already smashed a hole in the wall, so I suppose we may as well look.
True.
After you,
Well,
please.
This is a perfectly great hole. Let's put it to use, shall we? You forgot to light it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Chapter 8.
How it all began.
If this was real graffiti, it would read Cornelius was here. That's basically what it said, though. Ooh.
bathhouse. The decorations, these must have been the baths. It doesn't look like there's a way through. Silt.
Silt.
All the floods kept carrying it down here. Hundreds of years of floods. What if we can't get through? What if it's buried forever? It's too early to get this discouraged. I don't know. Maybe some things are just lost to time. Let's say the first one. Let's keep looking. Go further down the hallway, probably. Here? Oh! More stairs down. Would something be below the paths? A hypocaust. They use warm air to heat the rooms above. Roman colonies in the north often had them. Let's hope these haven't filled with silt as well.
Oh.
Do you know where we're going?
What the heck are they gonna find?
These pillars just kind of go in all directions.
On the edge of my seat here.
Andreas, could you look that way? I think I'm going to try exploring
No,
ahead.
don't split up in the dark.
Of course.
If you split up in the dark, one of you ain't gonna come back.
Oh, I'm now Andreas.
Oh!
Oh, Lawrence.
How could you abandon your work, Andreas? I thought you were a true artist, master of your craft, but all you created was misery. The only thing more beautiful than watching you work in that scriptorium was your love of that dying art.
The screen is shaking a bit.
Yeah. I had thought you understood what I was forced to do. Your callousness killed us all.
Oh, Andreas, no. My thing is shaking.
Master, why did you send me back into the flames?
Oh, Andreas.
His
The guilt.
guilting himself.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
Oh no, this isn't right. I can't be here right now. How did I get here?
How did I get here? Andreas.
You're still here.
Yes, for a little longer.
You're leaving?
I'm the last vestige of reason that once ruled this court. Just, I'm seeing all these fucking things around
Yeah.
here. Some of the people got turned into instruments. What a fate.
Yeah.
Whoa, big boy. Check out that snail loot. Yeah, that's so scary. Some of the people in here became nothing more than instruments. When
Fine.
it goes, I will go with it.
But who will rule the city if you leave?
No one. We must leave this place forever, Andreas. You must abandon it for good.
But how? What can I do? I don't even know how I got here.
This was once a place of refuge for you, Andreas. But it has become a prison. A prison that you constructed to protect yourself.
From what?
From pain, from risk, from life itself.
But I can't stay here. I have to help Magdalene. How do I get out?
Andreas, you are the architect. I will help you as best I can, but you're the only one who can answer that.
Labyrinth.
You're in the white. Hello, Andreas.
Is that you, Sabine?
Yes, of course. I'm still here. Part of me will always be here with you. We haven't talked in so long. Why?
I ran out of things to say. Everything fell apart. Reminded me of August. Remind me.
Wasn't all that bad, Andreas. We lost him, but we had 4 years together. They were happy years, weren't they?
They were. But then they ended, and it felt like life ended with them.
I know. It was hard for both of us. I don't blame you for anything. And you should stop blaming yourself. It may be too late for us, but it's not too late for you, Andres. It's not too late for Magdalene.
Yes, Magdalene. I have to help her.
You can, Andres. You have to leave this place behind for good.
I know, I can. I will.
You will.
Thank you, Sabine. Will I ever see you again?
Not in this place. And maybe someday in a better place. In a better dream. I thought that his storyline wasn't very concluded with all these like thoughts and like traumas. So it's nice that they Master Andreas.
Oh. Casper. It's really you.
It's good to see you again, Master.
How can you say that? You died because of me.
I wanted to help you, Master Andreas. Couldn't think straight. You shouldn't blame yourself anymore.
I let my family down. I let you down. I couldn't stop Peter. I couldn't save Tassing. I couldn't even save more than a couple arms full of books.
You did what you could, Master. Everyone knows what you did. And that's all any of us can do.
Alright, Casper. Thank you.
Thank you for everything you taught me.
Wait, what happened? This was the way out. Before I started talking to Caspar, I know this was the way out.
Your mind is fighting yourself, Andreas. It remembers the pain of life. It's trying to protect you.
Beatrice,
Yes,
I thought you were gone.
you brought me back.
Oh, so what can I do now?
Keep going.
It's kind of cool that it's
It is.
basically a fight. An internal fight of your mind. You too? It's been so many nights, so many years without seeing your face. I thought I'd forgotten it. I know there's nothing I could have done, but that doesn't make me feel any less guilty. It's always there under the surface, no matter how I try to bury it. And I know how I was supposed to do with
Don't
it.
know.
Don't know what I was supposed to do with it. I...
It's alright.
What?
It's alright, Daddy.
It is?
You don't have to hide here anymore.
I'm scared, August.
I know. That's why you can't stay. There are people who need you.
What if I can't help them?
I don't know, Daddy. I'm too little. I think you have to figure that out on your own.
Of course. You're right. Thank you.
Love you, Daddy.
I love you too. Good night, August.
Night.
It shifted again, the walls.
It's still trying to protect you.
No.
It's not?
No, I mean, no, I don't have to do this. This is my mind, my maze. And I'm leaving.
Good. This next part might be confusing.
Oh,
Oh.
what? I don't understand. I don't understand any of this. Why are you holding the maze? Did I make this?
You borrowed it.
From where? From what?
There are layers to everything, even our memories. Over time, the foundations become buried. We can no longer recall how we got here, no longer record what came before.
And what came before?
Our Lady, watching over the labyrinth as I watch her. And even this has its roots that reach deep into the past. There was not always a lady to watch over the labyrinth. There was a labyrinth.
Hmm. But I don't understand. Sister Emily? Is this real? Am I still in my mind?
You are here with me. And We are here in spirit.
Are we still in the ruins?
She's not gonna understand that.
Yeah.
We are in the tabernacle, the heart of the labyrinth. The spirit was wandering and the Lord brought you here.
But I don't understand. How did you leave your cell?
I have not. We're really here in spirit under us.
Is this real? Am I finally experiencing that which I have only read about in the testimony of mystics?
I told you long ago that reading cannot communicate a spiritual experience. But yes, this is real and you need not be afraid. Have faith. You are here with me, is the Lord's will.
Andreas? Sister Emily? What are you doing here, sister?
This is the center of the labyrinth, the tabernacle. It is where the Lord sends my spirit to do his will.
You remember that Otto said that he found the head?
Oh, yeah! The head! Oh, he found a head. I can't remember who he said it was for, so he found his way down here. Because he was building the rat house.
Yeah.
And probably had access to the aqueducts through the ruins.
Yes!
Because he was the carpenter.
And that's where, and maybe she was just trying to protect the head. Maybe Rothvogel also found something. Let's keep going.
Yeah. By the way,
we have to keep going because this game keeps going. But yeah, sorry.
This is exactly what vivid dreaming feels like. What, the part where the
stuck in a labyrinth in your mind
turned into a person, and then that turned into something you remember. That's fucking cool. He has also guided your spirit here. There must be a purpose to it.
Sister, we're looking for the Mytherium. Is this it? The Lord's will? What do you mean?
I do not know myself. I do not dare to comprehend, only to serve. It is my duty to answer when I am called. The Lord has called me to this place for many years. He has always made his will known to me. Soon he will make it known to you.
Sister, how does your spirit come to this place?
Through the door between life and death. My spirit hears the call, it descends through my... Here the Lord tells me what messages I must bear, and to whom.
You deliver messages.
Yes, once, long ago, I was a scribe. Copied many works of the great church doctors. Origin. That all ended with the fire. Ended with my...
Wait.
I thought I'd given up the pen forever, until the visions returned. Oh my god. It happened.
No.
When the fire took my abbey, I couldn't save my sisters, not one. All I could do was grab a single book and a bolt of purple ink. I couldn't understand why God had spared me alone. He showed me. God had a higher purpose for me, my hand. Father Thomas explained it to me. Makes everything clear. He tells me what I must do. The Lord wills me to.
It was you. The whole time you wrote the notes. I found one by my dad when he was attacked. Sister Emily, you pushed those people into committing murder.
What? No, that can't be true. The Lord would not use me for such a purpose.
Calm yourself, sister. We'll figure this out. But that's what happened, sister. You wrote those notes.
This is actually the theory. This is literally one of the earliest theories we had. Like,
Yeah.
back in, like, stream number 3 or something, we were like, what if it's the woman who gets visions? And
Yeah.
she writes down what she sees.
Yeah.
And she just gives the note to the people, thinking this is gonna help them not do the thing.
Yeah.
They see the note and they're like, oh, I did hate that guy. I do want to kill him.
Yeah.
Actually, now that I got a note saying from God that that guy sucked, maybe I should kill him.
Yeah.
So maybe she is just, like, neutral in this,
Yeah.
but she's the cause of this, if that makes sense.
But that's what happened, sister. You wrote those notes. And people were murdered because of them.
No, I wouldn't. He wouldn't. There was nothing in his messages about murder. No, 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 I'm not here. This can't be happening. This can't be happening.
Oh,
Oh,
here he comes.
Sister Amelie. Shh, it's alright.
Father Thomas, how did you get down here?
Passing is an old place. It's buried many ancient roads and tunnels all over the centuries. People walk above the hidden ways every day without even knowing it. Though, in truth, it was Sister Amelie who discovered them first and found this place.
Wait. The dimensions of this room. This is the foundation of the church. Father Thomas, did you?
In other circumstances, I would be overjoyed to see you under this. Truth, still happy that you're alive, thank you. But I think the occasion of this reunion leaves little to rejoice about.
You! You knew about this place. You and Sister Emily were behind all the murders?
I was gonna say she wasn't behind it. No, she had no part in this.
But the notes, she wrote them.
She did, but she did not understand their purpose. I guided her, told her what to write.
You abused her love and her trust for your own purposes. He who wishes to follow love's way must regard neither cost nor shame, nor pain. He must stand to everything, even the most terrible commands.
I am ashamed to admit it. Yes, I did.
To what end? What was the point of all this?
Look around you. What do you see?
Roman ruins.
Closer.
It looks like the statue of Saint Moritz from the meadows. And the image of Saint Satia from the shrine. I don't understand.
Saint Moritz and Saint Satia, and Mars and Diana.
How can it be both? The saints are the gods?
When the Romans left Tassing, their buildings, their temples, their statues remained. Christians settled here centuries later. They found time-worn fragments of that imperial grasp. This statue of Mars, Hater, that once watched over... The statue of Mars, Ada that once watched over the Roman fields stood there, still, headless and nameless. The settlers believed it was St. Moritz, who was already a legend where they had come. They found in the shrines of Satia, and not understanding that she was an aspect of Diana, believed that she was another local saint.
So the people turned them into saints.
Sanctity and sainthood exist outside of what people believe, Magdalene. People cannot turn somebody into a saint any more than they can unmake the divinity of Christ. But they knew that the saints learned local legends of the region and applied them to the figures that they found here. No one knew that they were Roman gods because there was no account of what they did and left.
Except for Historia Tassi.
But Historia Tassia was not known then. Perhaps it had not even been written then. Who knows how long that book had been lost, before it had made its way to Father Matthias.
And you killed him for it.
Yes, with poison. No one suspected.
Wait, what? You killed someone? Hold on. Who was Father Matthias?
That was the old
Yeah,
friar.
no, but that's the option. But you killed someone.
May God forgive me, yes, I did. When Father Matthias learned that there was no evidence that St. Moritz had ever come to Tassing, that the shrine to him in the meadows was a statue of Mars that the Romans had erected hundreds of years ago, that Saint Satia was a Roman goddess Diana, he resolved to deal with it.
And you resolved to deal with him.
Andreas, our people believe in St. Moritz. They believe in the miracles God has worked through his hand. They believed in the legend of Saint Satia. She helped Moritz and watches over Tassing still.
Why does it matter if they were wrong, if the saints were here?
Then what does that mean for the hand of St. Moritz? What does that mean for the people who pray to him, Saint Satia, and believe that their prayers are answered? What does it mean for the church who has given people hope, fixed to like false stars in the dark sky? People have reason to doubt the validity of the saints. They can doubt the church. They doubt the gospel, the word of God.
Perhaps some would, but you've always told us that we have to accept Christ of our own free will. Do you have so little faith in ordinary people, Father Thomas?
I have faith in God. I have seen firsthand what can happen when somebody becomes disconnected from it. People believe that all just authority is false, that their own education and reason are superior to divine truth.
You've always told us that we have to accept Christ with our own free will.
Yes, of course, but preserving the legends of our saints doesn't interfere with individual volition.
You are preserving a lie.
I preserved a lie to illuminate greater truth. God so loved the world that he gave us his only son. You believe this? You truly believe this? Eternal life is yours. And saints have walked among us, and their relics work miracles, and they hear our prayers and answer them.
And the two that protect this town would never hear.
They don't need to know that, Andreas. There are times when God feels so far away from these mountains. A peasant in Tassing can stand in a field, look over our valley and say, St. Moritz was here. God was with us, and he is with us still, and he will be with us always. That is the truth, even if the legend of St. Moritz is a lie.
So many people have died because of what you've done.
I know this is hard to believe, but I was trying to save lives, to prevent death.
But one murder doesn't solve the problem, did it? Because one day Baron Rothvogel rode into town with another copy of Historia Tessae. A copy he promised to give the abbot so Kersau could come to terms with its past. And if Father Gernot read its contents, you would have be facing the same danger you saw Father Matthias.
In retrospect, given how Father Gernot chose to run the abbey, my fears may have been unfounded.
That sentiment didn't prevent you from doing it again.
You're right, it didn't.
But then why Otto? Certainly he didn't have anything to do with Historia Tessiae. He couldn't even read. In the end, his murder provoked Peter and the others to destroy the abbey.
I never thought that would happen. I underestimated Peter's anger and the peasants' frustrations.
So you killed him to prevent an uprising, but it caused it instead. You seem to have a difficult time reading people, Father.
It appears that way, yes. I was trying to prevent Otto from showing people what he found. What he found when he was helping dig the foundation of the rat house.
The wall of the aqueduct. Bones? Evidence of some murder? Something from our pagan ancestors?
No, not quite so old. What he found was a stone head. Missing head of the statue in the meadow. The statue of the shrine of St. Moritz.
How did it wind up over there?
Most likely culprits are rain, floods, and time.
Black Till told me the farmers find old tools and pottery in the fields every year.
Yes, and this had remained hidden for centuries. It sat in the soil until Otto found it. He was going to show everyone, but God had favored the town with his discovery. What Otto could not have known is that our shrine statue was not of St. Moritz. Because Otto could not read the words chiseled across the helmet, Mars paid him.
But the man he entrusted with this information, the town priest, could.
Yes.
And you told him to meet you on St. John's Eve at the rat house.
I could not let him destroy our town's beliefs.
And you had poor Sister Emily write down what you told her. Were her visions. Visions she couldn't remember. And deliver them to the dead of night to Guy, to Hannah, to Martin. So that one of them would murder Otto just as someone murdered Lawrence. What about my father?
I'm sorry, Magdalena.
Why did you do it? It doesn't make any sense. I've lived next to you my whole life. How could you?
None of this was easy for me. I always thought I was doing what I needed to be done.
Was it because of the mural?
Yes. Klaus pursued the project with the determination of a guilty man doing penance. He kept digging and digging for answers about Tassing's past, Kara's past, Yoursel's past. I was afraid that sooner or later he would find out about Moritz, Satia, his place, everything.
So you tried to kill him.
No, I tried to scare him. First with the note, but he ignored it. I thought I ransacked the workshop would scare him off. I didn't expect him to come down so quickly. It was just an accident.
It wasn't an accident. You almost killed him.
I know.
So what are you going to do now? Kill me? Kill Magdalene?
No, of course not. I have neither the means nor the will to do so. But even if I can't stop you from telling people what I've done, I can stop them from finding this place.
No, Father Thomas, stop.
It's too late for me, but I can still take Tassing's secrets with me.
Father, you're going to kill us all. You're going to kill Emily.
Then leave and take her with you. You can tell the townsfolk what you want. If you stay here, we'll die together. Jeez! This guy sucks!
Father Thomas, this is suicide. You can't stop people from learning the truth. You really kill yourself and destroy the church just to hide the secret. You can't stop people from learning the truth.
Maybe, but I have to try.
Father!
Go! That's dramatic.
Damn.
Damn. This is why there was that one guy in the woods talking at lengths about alternative Bible interpretations.
Mm.
Yeah, the what's his name? The traveler who came to the woods to
Yeah,
hang out with
yeah.
Smokey was like, "Hey, do you know about this and that?"
Yeah.
And then also there's some people who think this, and it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's very cool.
Are you alright? Yes, I'm fine. Think so. You? In truth, no, but I survived. So did she. They must have heard that at the Golden Hand. The entire church collapsing? I'd hope so. What an awful way to end a beautiful Christmas night. I'll say the top one. What are we going to tell them? What do you mean? About this? About everything? Why wouldn't we just tell them the truth? For the same reason Father Thomas hid it. So we should reward what he did, all the people he hurt.
Please explain your thinking. All of them are like, are you serious?
Is it better to punish the people of Tassing? What good will it do to tell everyone about St. Moritz and St. Satia? Maybe Father Thomas was right about that, if nothing else. Maybe it would break their faith. I think he's wrong. I think the people here have enough faith to hear the truth. You know them better than I do. Especially since I've been away for so long. I came back after all... You came back after all this time to solve this, but... I thought understanding this would feel better. Say that. It's hard to feel like we actually accomplished anything. Are we any better off than we were this morning? Father Thomas won't be able to hurt anyone else. Maybe he never would have. I think you're right. We should tell them. About the saints, the Romans, all of it. I hate that doing the right thing feels so awful. I'm sorry. I am too, but I think it is what we need to do. And we'll tell them. Good. We should get Sister Emily somewhere warm. We can take her to my house. You'll probably have some explaining to do. A lot, I think. It's been a long time coming. I'm glad you didn't die in that fire. I am too, I think. Merry Christmas, Andreas. Merry Christmas.
So, I may be misremembering, but I think the first time we meet Amelie, she says, Father Thomas says something like, "Oh yes, she's illiterate now," or something like that. Like, kind of gave her an alibi
Yeah.
about something about how she doesn't write or read or something.
Yeah.
Which is why he said that he writes down her visions for her.
Yeah.
Which is why our character went from seeing her with the fancy font to seeing her with the illiterate font.
Yeah.
But obviously
wrong?
that was like a lie, straight up.
Mhm.
Which is very interesting because our character sees the font that people
Can you
that they
do a
expect
sync?
people's.
Can you do a sync?
Yeah.
Oh.
Magdalena, you made it back.
Did you think I wouldn't? Andreas and Sister Emily and I all made it back.
Mr. Amelie. She in the church. I heard a terrible din and the house shook. Is everything alright?
Don't think so, Dad, but it will be. Are you alright, Dad?
Yes, I'm sorry. I was tired. Sit by me, tell me what happened. That one support preventing a goddamn disaster for how many dozens of years? Act 1 would have ended so differently at any time.
Yeah. I think Andreas might still be a little crazy, Dad. It started in the rat house. Well, the Rathskeller. You know, the back wall was part of the old Roman aqueduct.
Oh,
So we went into the aqueduct. The section we found must have been closed off for centuries. Found an old Roman bathhouse. Couldn't go through, so we found our way down to the level under the baths. I think Andreas said it was a hypocaust. Got separated from Andreas. I was really afraid I'd lost him, that we'd both gotten lost down there. But then I heard his voice off in the distance, and I was so relieved. Dad? Are you still listening?
oh! No, he didn't get to see the mural.
No.
Our characters blocked the the moment a little bit, but his hand dropped.
Yeah. Oh.
Then Andreas came over to hug Magdalena. Whoa!
Whoa. Months. 4 of them.
Springtime, baby.
Unless it was even years.
I know it's hard. I mean, I can only imagine how hard it is. But we'll all do our best to make you feel welcome when you get here. It's strange to think that this will probably be the last letter I send you. So I'll end it with my love. Esther. Magdalena?
Oh my god. Keeps going. Yes?
I am sorry to disturb you, but I wanted to let you know that everything is in order. Baltus has ensured that all of the financial matters will be handled. The money will be forwarded to you via the Kish post as soon as everything is settled.
I appreciate it. Please thank him for me. Thank him for everything.
Of course, Mistress Dukerin. I did not know your father well, but I know that he was well regarded by everyone who spoke of him. It seems that Tassing has lost many things in one man. Very sorry.
Thank you.
Good fortune to you. Think he bought the house?
Yeah.
Oh! Maybe we can take a quick bathroom break?
Yes.
It seems like we have another epilogue chapter.
I think we have to read this first.
Are you sure you have everything you need, Magdalena?
I think so. Thank you.
I made you something to take with you on the road. It's chamomile, cinnamon, and wheat flour. If you're traveling and having cramps,
I know. I'll use it.
well, Hildegard's recipe just calls for chamomile and wheat flour. I added the cinnamon for taste. Which is so sweet.
Oh,
I'm so sorry about what happened to your father.
thank you.
Mother Friska had us all say prayers for him. And for you as well, when she heard about you leaving.
Really? That's so sweet. Please thank her for me.
I will. We'll all miss you so much, Magdalena.
I'll miss you too.
God bless you. Safe travels. Alright,
Alright.
I want to do a little bathroom break.
Yes, let's have a little break.
The painting of Klaus and his family. Yeah, it's sad. Actually, I think Klaus already had that in his house because it had his wife and the
Yeah.
child that died before her, or Magdalene.
Yeah.
But it is still very sad. Alright, you get
Alright.
to watch some soup?
Yes, you're back.
Hallway clear.
Huh? Jester?
Shh! We're gonna get you out of here.
All the alarms are going off, Kicks. What's going on?
Action now. Gonna need some backup.
Copy that. Nabil, take the shot. Okay, guys. Detonation in T-minus 30 seconds. Get out of there. Marie, what are you doing? Leave that. We gotta get out of here.
I didn't mean to hurt it. Can we bring it back? Maybe we can fix it.
Bring it back.
No time to argue. I'll grab it. 15 seconds.
Skiff, come quick. It woke up.
Huh, I didn't think that would work. Can you understand us?
Affirmative. Although, I think my optic sensor was damaged.
Must have been damaged in the fight. Let's see if this helps.
Oh, you.
Seems to have corrected the focus. Where am
I'm
I?
Louis, and this is Skiff. He fixed you up. What do we call you?
I am a robotic operator unit, Model V. But for short, you can call me Rovi. Hard rebooting, software loading. I was built last May, only born today. Battery.
Yeah? Louis!
You're cooking me!
What?
Aha! You're cooking me!
No! No, I never...
Aha! Stop!
No, I never do that.
Hey, Nabil, what's going on? Oh my god, you're cooking her, Nabil! You're cooking her alive! You're cooking her!
Was that too much?
Look at my broken shell, I think I'm overcooking. I feel like I'm in hell, I kinda like it. Look at my broken shell, I think I'm overcooking. I feel like I'm in hell, I kinda like it in here.
Maybe we've gone too far, intentions notwithstanding. A quick and painless fast in case that wasn't clear. Shouldn't we come eat and we'll laugh the morning after? Maybe I'll give you my recipe for disaster.
Come on,
Come on,
whisk away my thoughts.
my thoughts.
You got me walking on eggshells, talking to myself every day from dusk till the morning. Oh well, I can't say life is boring.
You might put up with me, you're meant to laugh at this too. But that's why it'll be a while till we apologize.
Living dichotomy, I hate you but I love you. I'm cracking in defeat, losing my mind but I feel fine.
Out of all the things that could possibly have happened, how did we end up with our hearts in one basket?
Come on, give me some support. You got me walking on eggshells, talking to myself every day from dusk till the morning. Oh well, I can't say life is boring.
Hmm? Huh? Hello.
It's peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly
Can't touch
time. Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly
Can't touch
time. Peanut butter jelly.
None of that.
None of that.
We've had enough.
Had enough of that. Alright, back to this. Alright. Yes, this is our say goodbye to everyone.
I saw the little bed that Quill had made for Discord. It looks very fun.
Oh, I gotta see this. Loading slowly. That is adorable. And a little couch.
Little couch.
Beautiful. We gotta finish this.
Magdalena, I can't believe you're really leaving.
I'll miss you all dearly. You should come visit me.
Farthest I've been is the Mittenwald, so I don't think that's very likely.
Small municipality. Bah, what a word. Known for its transalpine routes between Augsburg, Innsbruck, and Milan. Massive amounts of coin and trade pass through Mittenwald each year.
Mittenwald is such a cute name for
Yeah.
Mittenwald. Write to us there. We want to hear about your new life.
I will, I promise.
You're a special girl, Magdalena Broken. We understand why you're leaving. God knows you have a good cause. But Tassing won't be the same without you. Safe travels and God bless you. Oh, hey Mags.
Otto.
Hi Mr. Scoot, welcome to the stream. I'm really sorry about your dad. He was always nice to me. Mom says he was a good man.
He was a good dad. Well, thanks. I should get going.
Mags? Magdalena? You sure you don't want to marry me?
It's a tempting offer. It is a tempting offer. It's a little late for that, don't you think? I'm sure. No.
Oh. Well, that was a fast answer. Didn't even have to think about it.
Look after your mother, Utz. Oh, that's a little bit strict.
Well, you picked the one that was the strictest.
I didn't mean that strictly.
Morning, Mistress Jukrin. Are you off soon?
Yes, father. Just saying my last few farewells.
Of course. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to know you or your father. God rest his soul.
I am too.
Don't let those bohemians put any heretical ideas into your head. Once their pernicious seeds take root, they can choke the faith right out of you.
I'll keep my guard up, father. Saint Moritz will protect me. I don't know, father. I've heard they have some interesting ideas.
Alright, young lady. Just because I'm new here doesn't mean you should tease me.
God bless you, Father Elias.
God bless you and your troubles.
God bless you as well, Sister Emily.
Are you leaving today?
I am. I'm just trying to. I am just heading up to the mill in a bit.
I'm so sorry for everything that happened.
I know, it's alright now. Your home was destroyed. Well, that was winter. It's spring now.
True. We must all try to live again. Thank you for helping me.
Do you know what you'll do now? Will you become an, anchoress again?
I don't know, honestly. Father Elias is trying to help me, but I need to learn to rely on my own judgment a little more. It's going to take a long time to atone for my part for what happened. Perhaps the rest of my life.
God knows he didn't mean to do harm.
He does, but harm was done. I'm writing an account of what happened here. As well as I can, remember it anyway. It is not enough to earn forgiveness. I pray that I will at least illuminate this history of great darkness.
Good. It's worth remembering. God bless you, Sister Emily.
God bless you, and keep you safe on your travels, Magdalene. I'm glad that she's like actually willing to live with her mistakes instead of all these other people who are like insane for
Yeah.
like they go crazy
Oh.
thinking that like guilt-ridden and just like give up on everything. It's very sad.
Yeah.
Like Andreas. Magdalena, are you ready?
I am. We'll be setting out soon.
Good. It's a wide and exciting world for you. You shouldn't miss out on it. I will also be leaving Tassing before long, not permanently. I imagine just to travel for a while.
That's wonderful, Elsa. Oh, why didn't you tell me earlier?
I hope to finalize organizing it with Paul first. He's funding me an escort for the trip. I've always wanted to go. It's been on my mind for a while, but I had to wait a little Andreas and Ulrich to grow older. Tired of this place. There's been too much pain.
Because of the revolt? Because of your husband?
He was a terrible man. I think... No, it was his fault. Agnes always said that it was his fault. Then he gifted me Paul. At least I got Paul. 2 of us surviving together. Then came the revolt, a frightening time. It happened because of hope, even a foolish one. All that pain, it ultimately freed me from Lionheart. It showed me and Paul that we can both live without fear.
Where are you planning to go?
To the northwest, I think. The northern sea sounds alluring. I once heard Antwerp described as a gem. It sounds as fun a place to start from, and then God only knows where the wind will take.
Maybe our paths will cross by accident in one city or another.
God willing. Stay safe on the road, dear. We're still in dangerous times.
I will.
Speed, Magdalena. Oh!
Andreas!
Are you sure? Oh, that's you.
Are you sure I look alright?
Of course, Andreas. You look perfectly respectable. You're a little worse for wear, but a good sight better than you were.
It was kind of the women to help clean me up. I'm afraid I'd forgotten how to look after myself.
Some would say that you took care of yourself quite admirably. How many men could have survived in a burned-out cellar for the better part of 20 years? Subsiding on our discarded rye, no less.
I'm sorry about that.
Andreas, we already told you. It's alright now.
Magdalene.
Hello, Magdalene. Are you off soon?
Hello. Yes, I'm riding with your flower to Mittenball and then down to Isar. I'm sorry to see you go, Magdalene. But I hope Prague is everything you've dreamed of. If it's half the city Esther described, I'm sure I'll love it. It was a wonder the last time I saw it. You have a chance to make a life of your own there. God knows I've squandered so much of mine. Use the time you have and use it well. I will. I don't know how, but I will. I wish he could have seen it, Andreas. I know. He would have loved it. I hope so. I know so. It's kind of you to say. That's kind of you to say. We all need words of encouragement, and besides, it's the truth.
Magdalene, I wanted to ask you something about the mural before you go.
Hmm?
I thought it was supposed to cover the whole wall. Why did you leave a section blank?
For the future. Unless history is going to stop in Tassing the moment I roll down the road. I think your wagon's about to leave. Oh, it is. It hardly feels like enough time. Thank you for everything you did for me, for my family. God bless you, Andreas Mailer.
I think we'll get to explore the town as Andreas next.
So,
Andreas? You alright?
I'm lost.
It's alright. You're welcome to stay with us as long as you need. Besides, you can't leave yet. The children require an expertise.
Oh?
They're up in the... They're up on the mill, the walkway. I'll have supper ready when you're done. Are they letting them draw on the wall? I remember that you're always welcome in our... Andrew, just remember that you're always welcome in our home, Andreas.
Thank you. I go anywhere? No.
Oh. They drew the city. They drew the mill. And the aqueducts? I guess it's people walking on the aqueducts?
Oh, that's a ruin.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They're on top of the aqueducts.
Well, that's just a river, I think. Oh.
Oh! They're gone.
Damn. Whoa, 3D?
Holy shit, there was so much 3D in this.
Hold up.
Wait, do we keep getting to play?
Now, Act 2, the real one. Oh my god, it's the mural.
I thought I was about to do it.
Oh, it's the sacrificing. This is the mural we painted.
Yeah. I thought it was about to give us like an inscription thing where we became a 3D character that could control a 3D.
This is cool because it has so much weight now.
That looks sick. Painted the ruins under the ledge.
The truth.
Good thing she has such a photographic memory. She painted the mural that was on the wall of the ruins perfectly.
Well, think of it like this. They actually lived in a real life, and we are seeing their memory of it.
In fact, it's
because
probably,
we're seeing it in a 2D art style.
Yeah, in fact, it's probably like the book that we are playing through is based on the mural in game.
Yeah.
Or like...
Oh. Here she goes. Passing to Prague.
Oh, it's like a family tree?
Müller, Ilses Müllerin, Magdalene Truggerin. Yeah, it's a family tree of maybe
like-
everyone who was in Tassing.
Like a recap.
Peter Gärtner, also Jorg. My god.
Ursula?
My god, why?
What the hell happened to what?
Well, he had a lot of beliefs. This is the future.
Yeah.
Like Simon
Yeah.
had kids after that.
Oh my god, they had a lot of children.
Wow.
And another artist.
Andreas Müller. Oh, that's the
Yeah, the other
other
new
kid
Andreas.
did this.
Please, please, please give us control. That would be so fucking sick just to walk around this room and see it. Like, it's like a 3D space. It would be cool if they let you just first person this space. But, understandably, that's a good place for the game to end.
God damn.
Holy
Josh
shit.
Sawyer, you did it again.
Yeah,
Fucking hell, that was great.
that was amazing. Really like how that worked out in a way where it doesn't actually matter who you accuse of anything. Because you kind of decide, this is like the ultimate pick a path adventure.
Yeah.
You ultimately decide who lives and dies. All of the people who you get to accuse are not really responsible,
Mm-hmm.
but it is implied that they actually did kill out of provocation.
Yeah.
But they would have never done it if they were never provoked.
Yeah.
Hence, we just choose one of the people
And
being the one that was most
whether or
likely
not that
provoked.
was actually true or not, kinda doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
They give
but
you
it's
they
very
give you
cool.
enough that it could be them, but they also give you enough that it also couldn't be them.
Well, it's like it gives you just the right amount to both doubt that you made the
Yeah.
right choice and still believe that you are making the best choice that you
Yeah.
personally have in your playthrough, which is really interesting for a mystery game because this is like one of the cases where the people who did the murder are not actually the most like
Yeah.
interesting thing to solve. It's the greater mystery that is the interesting thing to solve,
Yeah.
you know, like the who was pulling the strings.
Yeah.
Which I will say again, we called that pretty early actually. we figured out the ultimate mystery pretty early, but it still
We had theories, yeah.
but it still like had just the right amount of like leeway for doubt that I wasn't sure if somebody was doing the killing and writing the letters, or if the person that was writing the letters was not responsible at all for the killings. Or, like, yeah, but it was really, really interesting.
Yeah.
I'm just like I'm really amazed by the way that this game makes it so that you write the story.
Mm.
Like, let's consider the people that we accused of killing did actually do the act that they didn't to, sort of.
Yeah.
But let's imagine that's how the game is made. That's actually an amazing way to write a story about writing stories.
Yeah.
Because we are literally penning the story
Mm-hmm.
and we've chosen the path. So we are telling our truth, which is
Yeah.
like fucking cool. I can't get over how that is such a cool idea for a game that is whose entire art direction is writing a book.
Yeah.
Like they couldn't have used the art style and art direction and theme better than they did
Yeah.
for the writing of
Absolutely.
the story.
Oh,
Whoa, holy shit.
are these sources?
Maybe they're sources.
Oh my god, they're
on-
sources.
On the medieval stuff, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, bibliography.
That's amazing. So like this is cool that they're showing you this, that
Yeah, they've done their research.
they did their research and it really shows.
Just like as
Really
like
fucking cool how similar this game really is to what's it called? The other
Forgotten
one,
City.
The Forgotten City.
I think I also thought about that between playthroughs. I think that this game,
Beautiful.
I just like when we saw this game,
We were in the red house
attracted-
the whole time.
Yeah, when we saw
I don't
this,
think it was actually lit up before. But yeah.
no, it wasn't because we didn't have a mural.
Yeah.
So when we saw this game, we obviously played it because of the art style.
Yeah.
And the interesting thing to me is that the art style is not just for show. Like obviously it's time appropriate and stuff like that. It's appropriate for the time. But like now that I understand how the person who plays the game is who decides who did the kills,
Mm.
makes it all the more better that it was a story about writing a story.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I just can't get over how justified the art style is, because
Yeah.
usually people just do cool art styles because they're cool.
Yeah.
And they obviously did that and had a good reason to use it, which is insane.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of any other like recent game who had a weird art style that wasn't just because it's pretty,
Yeah.
but is used like to its fullest extent. I think the last time I made a comment similar to this is like when we played Before Your Eyes, and I said that there was no better way you could have used the mechanic of the game
Yeah, absolutely.
than to tell the story that they've told. Nobody will ever make a game about blinking as good as,
Yeah, yeah.
and
They-
nobody will ever make a game where you are a little funny margin drawing person as good as this.
yeah, they really, really utilized the fact that it is a historical, like, it is a historically inspired game, but using the format of game and medieval art, and the fact that you're playing as artists.
And the
Better
fun
than this.
thing about that is it wasn't revealed until that final act how smart it was.
Yeah,
Up until this very playthrough, I was still like, oh, I think the art is cool. Oh, I
Yeah.
think the art is cool. And now it's like, oh fuck, I wrote the story. I decided their fates. Like that's crazy.
yeah,
I'm up past my bedtime, but I'm glad I got to see the end. Thanks for sticking with us. Yes, of course.
yeah.
I'm glad that you came to watch it with us.
God damn, and
if you
it
do-
only took 7 streams.
If you decide to play it, I'm sure that you will also write a very interesting story.
What a beautiful game.
What a fucking crazy game. Like, I didn't expect it to... I can't believe how good that ending is.
Yeah.
Like, we played for 7 streams, and every single stream we're like, oh, it's gonna end soon. Oh, it's gonna end soon. Oh, it's gonna end soon. But it was worth it. It was a good wrap
damn.
up. It's crazy. Alright, let me see who we're rating. Do you have any closing comments about the
Yeah,
games?
not really. I feel like we've already said everything that has to be said. Amazing game. Yeah, loved everything about it.
I think that if you weren't reading every single word out, you would have paced, like you, the audience, if you were playing this without reading every single word out.
I wouldn't have gotten
felt-
as much out of it.
Oh, well, I think you should read every word. But voicing every word doubled the playtime. So,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
So
of
if you
course.
played this normally, the pacing would have been crazy good.
Yeah.
Us playing through really slowly because we have to decipher what some of those words mean when they
Yeah.
misspell it and stuff like that. doubled the playtime,
Absolutely.
and I think it affected.
And us going for a little talk every now and then while we're like just pausing the game, also definitely
but
extended the.
but the pacing of the game suffered from us reading it out loud. I think the pacing of the game would have been really strong if we hadn't read it out loud. This is a game
definitely.
you play in your head.
That's
So,
a matter of skill issue.
that's a skill issue for us.
Yeah.
I'm just
You
gonna
got
check.
nothing bad to say about this game. It was
No,
great.
I think
Except for that one time there was a glitch where we just stared at a brother guy.
for ages, yeah.
But also it was really funny. So actually,
No, that
I'm
was
glad
pretty
that
funny,
was in
actually.
there.
Yeah. Let me just check. But I have a few people that I could. I'm just checking which one of them is doing something.
Man, good game. Limmy is streaming.
I
He
have
needs our views.
somebody who just started streaming art, I guess. I haven't rated them before.
Once a first.
Yeah. Yeah, why not?
Alright, well, thank you all for coming.
We'll tell you what we're gonna play on our Discord
When we know.
when we know.
There's a lot of options. So, and thank you people who recommended some games. 'Cause, yeah, we have a lot of options to consider now.
Here are some raid messages if you like copy and pasting. And
And if
we'll
you
see
don't
over
like
there.
copy and pasting, go ahead and write them manually by hand.
Alright. Have a good night. We'll catch you on Thursday.
See you then.
Bye.